Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Ooh, lucky bastard.
You being sarcastic or something, my son?
Fool, you should never mix your drinks.
What are you retarded?
We'll have to take this abuse much longer.
You're a fool! You're a fool! You're a fool!
Oh, that's what we call diarrhea.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny camera. There's no hidden cameras.
Oh shit, I've said fuck. Oh fuck, I've said shit.
That's your arse. Get a weapon collector arse.
I could knock him out in the shed.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no more time.
Is this not why you are here?
All right, everyone, how are you? Boiling hot like me, I'd imagine, if you're in the UK. This is for the early viewers.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
I got it. Zed, Tactical, Dan, Stu, how you doing? You right? Oh, John, how you doing? You right? Very hot, isn't it? Yeah, fucking hell. Hot and humid, yes. If you didn't get that, John definitely did. I'll play that again for you.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
I fucking love that saying. Yeah, so how are you all? You all right? How late am I? Nearly 10 minutes. Fuck's sake. I'm never early. Oh, God. Better get a lot of water in me tonight if I'm drinking, which I ain't too dehydrated. I watched Prey earlier. I wait until there's a few more people on, and then I won't do no spoilers because I imagine some of you wouldn't have seen it yet. But yeah, we'll talk about it later. Everyone's just saying hello to each other at the minute. Yeah, I'm fucking boiling. You watched Prey last night, did you, Stu? Yeah, we'll talk about it in a minute if you want. I'll tell you my opinion on it. I won't spoil it for anyone. But, yeah, let's just take a tablet. John said, what would you rate it from 1 to 10? That's difficult. Right, I'll say a little bit about it now. You're right, Rich. So I did enjoy it. It was nowhere near as good as the original one, though. Nowhere. But then none of them are. I've never seen a single Predator film that would rate anywhere near as good as Predator or The Predator. What's the original one called? It's just Predator, isn't it? The Predator's the one before Prey, isn't it? It's nowhere near as good as the original. It's worth watching though. I would say it's a good Predator film. But nowhere near as good as the original. If the original was an 8 out of 10, this one would be a 5 out of 10, say. But it's not a shit film. I would say it's worth watching and then see what you get out of it. The only bits I didn't like, and these didn't spoil it, for what was quite an original film, they kept using fucking quotes from like the original film and almost like very similar scenes to the original one. And it just made me think, why not just, if you're doing like an original premise, why not just have the whole film fucking original rather than keep copying bits from Predator? Yeah. It might be, John. John said, is it woke? It might be. The problem is I tend to not notice that, if that makes sense. I don't know. You'd have to, someone who takes that in a bit more than me might be able to say that or not. I mean, some of that stuff goes over my head and I don't really notice it, if you know what I mean. It's worth a watch. It's nowhere near as good as the original one, though. Put it like that. Dad said, I only watched half of Event Horizon. I suddenly remembered it's shite. I thought you liked that. That's a good film, that. I won't say. That's sad. Oh, sorry, Dad. I didn't get time to read the story today. Stu said, I never get what being woke means. I think I don't fully, and I think that's why it goes over my head and I don't notice it, if that makes sense. What about 4 fella? How you doing, mate? He said, even in Mike and all, started Cyberpunk, seems pretty decent. I like it. I think it's a good game. It's well worth playing. Falcon Punch said, Mike, which movie is worth a watch? Prey. As I said, it's not... There was something missing about it. Something that the original... said didn't expect you to much. There was something missing in it. Something that the first one... Look, don't get me wrong. This is probably the second best Predator film that I've seen. But I would say, as I said, the first Predator is an 8. You could say it's a 10. Let's just say it's a 10 in regards to Predator films. Predator is a 10. Every other one, even the best one, only comes up to a 5 compared to the original. You know what I mean? Right, Joseph, I was on your live stream earlier for a bit, but I don't think you could see me. I was chatting to one of your viewers. Metallics, and how you doing, Metallics? I did see your comment. What did you say? Oh, never get notifications. Actually, I had YouTube on and was refreshing the channel every few minutes. It didn't come up until now. It's annoying, isn't it? It's very, very frustrating, YouTube is. Flazzy, how you doing, mate? Ain't seen you on for a while. Jonathan, Mike, I'm getting equipment to make a ball-bearing monkey fist flail soon. I have a few ideas for... I've had the idea for ages, but never got around it. Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, they look quite good. Stu said, I thought it was like Predators. Worth a watch, but not come close to the original. Like you said, that's it, isn't it? There's something about the original that that all of the other ones lack. I don't know if it's... I don't know. But yeah. Metallic said the original Predator, then Alien versus Predator is my second favourite. Prey comes third. Nice, there you go. Yeah, I never really thought much of Predator 2. Alien versus Predator is actually I do like that. Been ages since I've seen it though. I'll have to rewatch that one. But I do remember liking it. But yeah, it wasn't. I wouldn't certainly. It's not a bad film. Put it that way. But if anyone says it's the best Predator there ever is, they're lying out their arseholes, or they don't understand the original. Or so, I don't know. But it's worth a watch. It's worth a watch. Yeah. Here's a quote for you. Now you try and explain this to me because I still don't understand this. Now I read a critic say, Prey does for Predator what Maverick did for Top Gun. Now, what the fuck does that mean? That literally means nothing, does it? That literally means nothing. Do they mean that Maverick wasn't as good as Top Gun, so it made Top Gun look better? Are they saying that Maverick was so good it made Top Gun not look as good? That makes no... That fucking sentence makes no sense at all. Explain that to me. Go on. It might help if I'd seen Maverick or Top Gun, though. Yeah. 4x4 still all good. He's been chilling at a barbecue, too hot for anything. Yeah, boiling hot in here, I tell you. Boiling hot in here. Nick says, I think they're saying it revived interest in news. That's now, Nick, that's the perfect way to put it. Thank you. Is that what they meant? Now, hopefully I hope there are people who are young enough to have never seen the original go and watch it and realise that the original is the dog's bollocks. Like, you're probably right there. Because the thing is, Nick, I've not seen Maverick and I've not seen Top Gun, so I don't know what that reference means. I think you're right there. Right here, a handshake arm wrestle in Predator is the most manly moment in movie history. Exactly. You're right, Nick, by the way. That said, Attack, I'm sure you would have, as in read the book. So Mike has to read them first so you can check. Too many cock-ups. Oh, God. I'll read it. If I don't read it tomorrow, I'll read it Monday and then I'll pass it on. Metallic said, I found the references from the original film quite funny. I wish they hadn't done that. I wish they'd just done, made it so... Because for me, it was like... It was a nice original concept, and then they go and do that. And it, you know what I mean? And I suppose it's just a tribute to the original, but it for me, it sort of took away from it a bit. Because there was a few bits that are copies. There's actually one or two direct quotes from the original film, and then there's quite a few scenes that are very similar to the first one, isn't there? That I thought, oh no, I wish they hadn't done it, and I thought I wish they'd just gone totally original. For me, it took it away from it a bit. Falcon Punch said, Mike, did you play any Predator games? Never played any Predator games. I have got one of them, though. I've got one of the new ones. Nick said, I think they're saying it revived interest in the original. Yeah, I read that. Joseph, how you doing, Joseph? Yeah, I was on your live stream earlier, but I don't think you saw me. Prey the Predator did not distinguish the good from the bad. The Native Americans should not have died by the Predator. I suppose that's a good point. That's, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if it bleeds, we can kill it. Exactly. Screaming at the end was a copy of Arnold Schwarzenegger's sort of shout. Laid in the sort of things in the roots. There was quite a few bits that was sort of copies, which I think would have been better without. Nick says, funnily enough, completely by coincidence, I watched the original Predator a few days ago, then watched Prey the day after. I had no idea they were related before I saw Predator in Prey. I bet that was amazing then. Yeah, that must have been really bizarre for you, Nick. That's weird, isn't it? Dan said, any possible links to the spyware? Sadly not. Sadly not. Well, I did not notice any if there was. I didn't notice any. No spy stuff on there at all. Yeah. Falcon said, Mike, you need to see If It Bleeds, You Can Kill It, the musical. Someone made a musical of it. It's funny. All right, I shall look into that. Fuck's sake. Right, Bob. How you doing, Bob? You all right, mate? I'll be doing a joint live stream if you want to come on later. I don't know what you're doing tonight. I know you're quite often on live streams, aren't you? Because the lady that you go on her channel, I subbed her after you recommended her to me. But I would join them, but I'm never up at the right time for them. It wasn't distinguishing good or bad, Joseph. It was distinguish who is armed and worthy of a fight, although when it spends 90% of the time in camo mode, it isn't proving its superiority as a top predator. So it kind of makes it whole purpose on Earth points. I thought, yeah, the fact that it was being in camo most of the time wasn't actually really proving much, was it? Nick, so speaking of good versus evil, in Prey, the Predator did distinguish between those who were armed and unarmed, like in the original. Yeah. Yeah, I think Joseph was getting at something else there, but he can explain himself. But I know what you mean. Yeah, it was the whole reason it wasn't attacking her was because it didn't think of her as a at the time it wasn't thinking of her as a threat, was it? Cornish Bob, how you doing, mate? You right? And he's all just had a few, started at 5 p.m. But I ain't started yet. I will have some later, but it's a bit early. Well, it ain't early, but because I want to be up very late. I might start about 10ish. So yeah, someone who started about 5. I know they ain't gonna be you might get on to 5 in the morning. We'll have to see. Jason, I think the bear could have won. If it didn't walk off. Yeah, the bear was better on him, wasn't it? It was better on him. The Predator was a bit weird, wasn't it? But yeah, fuck's sake. I found the Predator in it was a bit odd. Predator said, nah, stay off the sauce. Problem was we was always going to drink. Tonight was going to be a drinking night no matter what. So the problem is I got a load of it. Nick said, I did really like the scene of the bear versus Predator. Oh, fuck me, so what in here? Bob said, I'll go on their panel for. Yeah, I see you on there. As I say, I never get to watch them live though. She must be on at a time that I never. It was probably when I'm asleep. If that's American evening. So I said, good job. I didn't really want to watch Prey. I know 99% of the story. Sorry, he said. No one was complaining, so I just went along with it. Boris Bob said, what's this with the Predator having his dad have a story? Is that what it's supposed to be? Like the Predator's dad? Oh, God. Bob said, late night here in the state. That's why I never see them, because they're probably like 5 o'clock in the morning on a weekday for me. Rich and Mike, who's coming on the live phone? Anyone who wants to tonight. Anyone who wants to. Yeah. Tactical. Oh, I just forgot. Tactical, you trolled me like a motherfucker last night without even knowing it. I sat up for a whole hour waiting for Tactical to come on live last night because I was sure to fucking God he said he was streaming last night. He was going to do an after party. So I sat on here waiting for a whole hour, checking my subs, and he never came on. That said, Mike had booze in for Metallic's visit. Smooth bastard, a few drinks, and some sharp and shiny. You can teach lessons. Oh, God. Nick said it's 32 degrees in my room a bit ago, but I've put a fan on the windowsill with the window open to blow cool air. You know what? I tried that one night, and that works amazingly, don't it? If it's cold outside, it's like a fucking air conditioner, isn't it, when you do that? Oh, God. That was going to, but never answered, so didn't bother. Oh, I said I was going to come on. I'm sure I did, because that's why I was waiting for you. I sat there for an hour waiting for him to come on, and he trolled me. Yeah, anyone can come on tonight if you want to come on. You can come if you want to. You can even come on this one for a bit later. But then we'll do the proper late night one when I go in the Wendy house. At least that'd be cool out there. Cornish Bob said, just saw this thing on YouTube saying Predator with a pirate ship in the background. I don't know. Smiley, how you doing, mate? Fucking shoulder's still playing up there. I couldn't sleep last night, but I did manage to get a lie in. Oh, I had a really weird dream last night. That reminds me. Would you like a nice, full, detailed description of my strange dream? I say last night, it was probably this morning when I was sleeping in. So I was going on holiday to the seaside, and there was one bit where I was walking down an alleyway, but the alleyway was a river. So I was walking through weeds, like not weeds, like reeds and shit in this little river that was about that deep. So up to my waist. Joking. It's about that deep. So that was a joke. But yeah, I was walking through this river and I decided I was going to go down to the beach. But to get to the beach, I wasn't quite sure how to get there. So I had to go down these back alleyways. And as I was going down these back alleyways, I was getting more and more lost. And I saw these two women who I just knew was prostitutes. And I knew where I was going was a bit dodgy. So I just sort of ignored them and walked down this bit and had to come back out. Glad that made you laugh, Nick. So as I was coming out, it was tall, big bloke with long hair. Walked, and I was taking my jacket off the time. He walked past me. He just shoved his hand in my pocket and pulled something out of my pocket. And I said to him, fuck off, what are you doing? And he just sort of laughed at me. So I pushed him. It didn't really do anything because he was twice the fucking size of me. And then I think he pushed me back. So then I punched him in the face, pulled out of my back pocket a bottle of Jack Daniels, the square bottle, smashed him around the face. He fell on the floor, and I just had this broken bottle, and I was just stabbing him in the neck. And he was like this on the floor, so his neck was like that, and his hand was like this, and I was stabbing him in the neck. And I decided to be so spiteful, I stabbed him in the neck. And then I even got his wrist and was stabbing him in his wrist just to make sure he was really, definitely bleeding. Although the neck would have done it anyway. And then I got up, walked off, and then woke up. So, yeah, very bizarre. So that was my dream this morning. Yeah, very weird. That's the weird kind of dreams I have sometimes. Yeah, bizarre. But I'm glad my up to the waist stream made you laugh. Richard said, I think Tactical did pull a big prank on you, Mike. Bet you're laughing like a lunatic at the thought you waiting for your stream. Metallic said Metallic was also taking loads of booze, was planning to be pissed as a fart. We were planning to get you to play parent. Oh, yeah, this is the Tactical. Yeah, Tactical. Me and Metallic was bringing loads of booze. Was planning on getting pissed as a fart, and we were planning to get you, Tactical, to be the parent and call time when we were too pissed to keep streaming. Or her anyway. I was going to organise so you could tell her to go to bed and knock us down for a little bit. That's so. Yeah, I often have strange dreams like that. Cornish Bob said, you got to leave that Spyro thing alone in dreams like that. Yeah, it was really weird. I was just stabbing him in the neck with the broken bottle. It was weird as fuck. Dream, Mike. Thought you meant real life. Nah, it was a dream. It was a dream. Yeah, it was weird. It was weird as fuck. Joseph said that pistol has been in 2 of the Prey. Is that it? Yeah, thank you, Joseph. Do you know what, Joseph? I meant to look that up So that is the pistol that's in the second one, is it, that he finds? Thank you for confirming that. I meant to look that up and I went and forgot. Zed said, I'm calling the men in white coats now. The spies have turned you into psycho. Oh, God. Do you know what I think it was? I think it was because when I have these very vivid dreams, I only have them if I'm sleeping longer than I normally do. And I don't think I'm fully, like, I'm having a ever so slight lucid dream. So often I can take control in the dream. So if something bad happens, I start doing things like that. And I think that's what it is. I think it's because, because if you was being sort of attacked, you would, you'd defend yourself, wouldn't you? Although that didn't sound much like defend himself. Yeah. I didn't even drink Jack Daniels, so I don't know where that bottle comes from. But yeah, it was a Black Label, square bottle. Fly said, "Did you eat cheese? We went to sleep." No, I think it was a slightly lucid dream. Joseph said, "I still liked me." Joseph, I liked Prey. I thought it was good. It wasn't nowhere near as good as the original one, though, was it? But it's worth a watch, isn't it? I'll put it this way: I did enjoy it. There was nothing that I thought was shit. Because there's a couple of the Predator films that had some bits in it that have almost ruined it for me. Where yeah. I took one of those, didn't I? Did you see me take a tablet today? Nick said, defending yourself was probably just some bloke that pushed past you. I probably apologise. No, he dug his hand in my pocket while I was walking along, the bastard. Took something out. I think it was a lighter. It was something like a lighter or a packet of Rizzlers or something. Yeah, it's really weird. Thank you, Tactical. Yeah, I don't want to start. It was only a fucking anti-fucking wind tablet, so if I took a couple, it wouldn't matter anyway. But I do not have a Dreamcatcher above my bed. There's a crossbow. It might be a load of DVDs soon. Dad said, I had a shock today. I just put the birds' food out and was having a smoke when a fucking great goshawk flew past me after the other birds. 10 feet away it was. Fuck's sake, I'm going to have to look how big they are. Well, I imagine it was something big. Oh, nice, yeah. Fuck's sake, yeah. Large hawk. Buzzard size. Nice one. But probably a bit like the old red kites. The talent said, I got stabbed in the belly in my dream last night. Some shitty teenager climbed in my bedroom window. Weirdly, I had nothing bladed nearby. But it didn't feel real, though. I was more shocked and outraged from that. That's weird, isn't it? And dreams so fucking bizarre. Yeah. That's strange, isn't it? That you had a sort of weird stabby dream as well. There you go. It's because really we would have both been here, cutting things up, and yeah. Maybe I need one, yeah. Dan said, always have something in arm's reach, even in your dreams. Well, that's what I often do. In my dreams, I can often find something. I can often find something in my dreams. That's I just looked up Goshawk. I would have pooed my pants too, Zed. Bird said, my wife said I had stopped pretending I was a flamingo. I put my foot down. Lugo, how you doing, mate? Yep, DVD collector here. Funny, I've been saying about DVDs. I'm tempted to buy a blue, if I can find a cheap one, which I probably can. Nice Blu-ray version of Predator. I've got a DVD, but because even if you buy it on DVD, sometimes Predator has a little bit cut out of it. That was the only other thing I slightly disliked about Prey is I wish it was an 18 and I wish it had slightly more graphic violence and gore, because it was plenty violent, but there was bits where like people are dying but you don't really see anything. Whereas there's a bit in Predator, I keep pointing up there because my Predator DVD's up there. There's a bit where Blaine gets shot through the chest and the camera sort of pans around and you see like right through him. Sometimes that's cut even on the DVDs. Crypto, how you doing, mate? You all right? I was on Joseph's stream earlier, but I think you lot had already left by the time I joined. Dan said, in your dreams, you can have a gun. If you're feeling adventurous, a spirograph. I don't know if I've ever dreamt about a spirograph. So it's a tactical. No, it was a goshawk. It was too big for a sparrowhawk. I know what those buggers look like anyway. I do live pretty near some woods. College said, my missus took a picture of me sleeping in the morning. I was like a pro fitness instructor flexing my guns. Fuck's sake. You feeling better? What's the matter with you then, Crypto? Oh, I've got a fucking headache again. Or not headache, neck ache. Oh, God. Nick says, still surprised they showed a bit at the beginning of Predator with the body hanging bodies. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm often gutted if you watch the version of Predator and it's missing. Even my DVD up there hasn't got the bit showing through the chest. Oh, sorry, Crypto. I forgot about that. You feeling better now, are you? If you'd have come on earlier, Metallic, was you on earlier? I got that clip I wanted. So if you ever get on early, you'll get to experience this clip. It won't mean nothing now, but.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
I played that to Zed and Tactical, and whoever else was on first. Can't remember now. There was a couple of people. So I didn't believe it was happening. Couldn't believe someone would have the cheek to come into my window and stab. So it wasn't till after that I thought about stabbing back, and all my sharp and shiny were gone. It's weird, isn't it? Dreams are so bizarre. Perzo said, when Blaine gets his arm shot off, if you pay attention, you can still see his arm tucked behind his back. Let's say. I love that saying because we say that. That saying, we used to say that in my house way before the office. That must, that's a common saying, isn't it? But I absolutely love that saying, yeah.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
Oh, God. I haven't heard anyone say that in real life for ages, though. Oh, God. Jack's going to think my new CCTV is fucked already, only 2 days old. One camera looks like a blizzard outside. Oh, God. Do you know that fucking camera that I got ages ago? That fucking remote control one? Like, that's been out. That's an indoor camera. That's been outside for a good 3 or 4 years now. That's working fine still. Yeah. Or however old it is. It might not be 3 or 4 years old, but I've had it good 3 years. Oh, God. Yeah, it'll be a late night stream later. Yeah, and people can join. Slingshot Warrior just uploaded shooting test number 2. My HDR 68 and testing some 68 balls are best for self-defense. There you go. I'll watch that later. Here's a teaser for you.
Yeah. Look at that. It just knocked the dirt off.
What the fuck was I going to say? I'll try to think about your cameras. It's not the lights on it or anything, is it? I'm going to have to, Persia, I think I'm going to have to put this video higher up. It's right down the bottom at the minute. Let me put this up the top where it should be. I can move. It's up where it should be.
That's the funnest place to be.
Right, that one was one of them. He was here earlier, Monty was, and he wasn't attacking anyone at least, so that was good. Monty's fine. Cornish Bob, so Mike, did you get my email? I recorded my comp shoot. I did get it, mate. I didn't get a chance to actually look at it, though, if that makes sense. Did you know how to do the footage and that? Did you upload it unlisted and all that? But yeah, if I don't get back to you, it'll be because tomorrow I'm hungover. So expect a reply, maybe. Right, so expect a reply. So my fucking shoulder's killing me again. And all last night. If you don't get a reply tomorrow night, it'll be Monday. All right. Only because I'll be hungover all day tomorrow. I could quickly check now if you want, mate. Let me have a quick look now, see if it looks all there. Mother, how you doing, mate? But if it's all right, if not, I can always yeah, so what you have to do, all right, I'm just reading it now. I won't read it all, but yeah, what you have to do, Cornish Bob, is upload it to YouTube unlisted. Make sure it's unlisted, and then you just send me the link via an email, and I'll just download the footage. So that's all right, yeah. But if you just upload it to your channel, do that, and I'll just download it off your channel. That's all right. It don't have to be if you want to just upload it to your channel and then delete it afterwards, do that. That's all right. If you don't mind it on your channel, upload the raw footage on your channel, and then I'll download it, and then I'll say to you, I've got it, and then you can delete it. Yeah, I'll be able to sort it out so we can get it. Don't you worry about that. Yeah, I'll be able to sort it out so we get it. Don't worry. Don't worry. Nick said you'll stand on that pill packet later and blame someone else. If anyone ever came in this room, then I probably could, Nick, but sadly no one ever comes in here. So can't. Dan said if he goes for you again, set Zombot on. I think I will. Well, I just put the thing is, if I hadn't nailed bloody Zombot's mask to his head, I would just put Zombot's mask on. Chase little bastard around, but then he'd probably hate me forever then. Well, my four fella said, found my first CC today and I popped to town. Town for his garbage. You should have took a picture. If you ever see anything saying CCC, get a picture of it and send me it. Fuck's sake. Fladdy said, I'll have to get my shooting comp recorder. Ah, nice one, Fladdy. I appreciate that. Yeah, good to have you on there again. Nick said, no one ever leaves you, man. Don't say that. Metallic would have been the first person in this room for years. Fuck's sake. Dad said, no one ever comes in here. Why you have run out of babe station, son? Oh, fuck's sake. Yes. Oh, yes. All right, I'll change that to, yeah. No, I won't. I'm just going to end that conversation there. Someone comes in here, but no one else does. Oh, fuck's sake. Shut up. Stop it.
Stop it, please. For God's sake, please stop it. There's no...
Oh, God. Cornish Bob, I got loads down here. Cornwall can't cancel. You bet you have. Fuck's sake. Oh, Christ. Babe Station's still around. Yeah. Let's go. Shall we see what's on now? Do you remember when I did that last time and you all thought I was lying and I turned the camera around? It was actually on. Oh. Grip, do you want to join in this year's shooting competition? Joined in all the others, ain't you? There's a Peugeot. No, he didn't. But if he does and it's dodgy, I ain't repeating it. What's that? Mother said, what is Elite TV? I've heard that name. Right, let me look. I've not got a belt on today because who wants a belt in this fucking weather? So let me put my trousers up. Look, my trousers ain't even done up. You're lucky I'm even wearing any fucking trousers today. Holding my trousers like they're not even fucking done up. Yeah, crossbow's fine. Crossbow's fine. All right, let's get this. Elite TV. All right. So you've got expanded TV. You've got Babe Nation. Get Lucky TV. Oh, the Studio 66. That's it. That's the only free ones. What was the one he was on about? Elite TV. I think Elite TV is what one of these were. Or that might be the online one. That was really odd. Cornish Bob said, you got it all going on in your room. If it was up to Mother, which is your mother, he would have one of those van models round here shooting crossbows with me. He's been calling him up and talking to him to get one around here. Cornish Bob said, you got it. And I read that. Dad said, no belt and his trousers ain't done up. Obviously, forgot Metallic isn't turning up. Shut up. Fuck's sake. Grit said, I'd like to do a live stream with you, Mike. Yeah, you can join in later if you want. Keep it light, though. I don't want no depression stream. I'll be very strict on that. I'll have a little vote, and it'll be this or that. I'll be the emperor, and you can all do a... All right? Let's just test it out now. So let's pretend Slingshot's on, and he's being a bit depressing and a little bit bringing the chat down.
Are you kidding me? That is crazy.
So now I need to see a thumbs down or a thumbs up. So thumbs up means he can stay. Thumbs down means leave. I'll be the emperor. Don't even know. Is that even easy to do on here? Let's see what happens. Obviously, I think Elite TV is previews of Studio 66. Thank you, Taz. At least he done one. Chris said, no politics, Mike. I'm feeling better. Now, if you come on like we've got to have a laugh, it's all got to be having a laugh. And you've got to listen to the topics. All right? But I'll let you on. Thank you for the... All right. Nice. That works then. Dan said, I thought this was the funnest place to be. Yeah, but not for Slingshot. Joking.
That's the funnest place to be.
No faux Christian women hating rubbish, please. There you go. But no, you can come on, but I'm being strict tonight. You got to stick to the rules, but we keep it light, as I always say. Yeah. But if I start getting these, then you're out of here. Cornish Bob said, I'm going to give you a thumbs up anyway. Boost it up. Oh, yeah. Do a thumbs up on the actual thing, not on the... that was in the chat. Yeah, you can come on later, Crypto. Just, he said, I go through depression every once in a while. Now, I could see you was down. That's why I was spending the whole time doing terrible jokes. Which did make you laugh, didn't they? But, yeah. I can't do a thumbs down. You can always just write thumbs. Yeah, off of his head. That'll do. That's all being strict tonight, Metallic. Metallic would love that. Fuck's sake. Are you talking to me? Oh, I'm being strict tonight. Metallic would have loved that. Fuck's sake. Oh, God. Beetlejuice. Yeah, Beat's already on. I don't even need to say it. Oh, you mean the thing? Yeah, Beetlejuice. God. Fuck. Yeah, that had completely gone over my head. I didn't notice that. Oh, God. I'm just going to... Right, because there's 24 people, I might as well talk about the donation thing or whatever if people want to support me. Right, 24 people. And how you doing? 2 left as soon as I said that. Right, you may watch this and you might think, I wouldn't mind supporting Mike. He looks like a good bloke. I wouldn't mind, there's no super chat. How can I do it? Right? There's a thing called coffee.com. So you can still donate if you want. You can still leave a message. You even get a little video played. So if you ever did want to donate anything, some people do. You don't have to. No one has to donate anything to watch this channel. And I don't get ads or nothing. But if you want to, you can. A thing called coffee.com. Really easy. You can pay with PayPal, credit or debit cards. Chuck a couple of quid or whatever. Some people put a lot in. But, that's down to them. And it's massively appreciated, though. Because YouTube is my living and I'm demonetized. So, yeah, if you wanted to, go to, there's a link in the description that says donations. And in the chat, I think called Nightbot has just put on, it says to give a one-off donation, click this link. Click that. You have to scroll up a bit now because there's about 100 links been put on now since. Someone put that one back on, the donation one back on for me. They said it's actually in the right place. So yeah, if you did want to support though, this is a little 30-second video showing you how to do it. All right. So don't go nowhere. I'll be back in 30 seconds. Thank you, mods, for doing all the links. I appreciate that. I think Darren has been on. I think he has been on, but not the last couple of weeks. He was in hospital, wasn't he, still? Yeah. Let's catch up some of these comments. Cornish Bob said, does being left-handed make any difference in the comp? No, no. Grit said, I once drank a whole cup of NyQuil and threw it up. What made you do that? M3, how you doing, mate? You all right? Oh, so hot, man. It's doing my head in. Now, let me get this fucking point up a bit. Doesn't help that this fan don't stay pointing up. So it's not actually pointing at my body. Metallic said, who was it split up with their girlfriend last week? Anyone heard from them? You know what? I can't remember. Was that Darren? I know Darren was in hospital with, was it liver failure or something? Or liver disease or something? Kidney disease? Remember? Fuck, I can't remember now. Like, now, I don't think he's been on for a while. He might have been on last Friday, though. Darren, if you're on. Oh, Metallic, I do remember. Yeah, I remember the bloke who split up with his girlfriend. Yeah, it was the same bloke who was going to be doing the Viking stuff, wasn't it? But that was Lewis. He said he was going to his Viking reenactment group and he's been butting heads. That's it. That was it. Yeah. Probably in jail. Darren cracked me up. Darren had the same thing. Hadn't he split up with his girlfriend, went out and put someone in hospital. Oh, God. I need, I'll be honest with you, I need to rip out a massive fart. So I'm going to play a little video for you while I do it. What one would be relevant while I do that? Bet it won't come out when I try this. 14 seconds.
That's beautiful.
Oh, you caught.
That's beautiful. That's what we call diarrhea.
I accidentally unclicked it while I was like raising it up, trying to get it out. Oh, God. Dad said, please buy the books. All profits goes towards Mike and Metallic's coming around sometime and I need to get up. Fuck off. She was bringing bloody Buckfast around to get me drunk. I think we'll, you know. I think I'll have you know. I couldn't even say that then. Oh, God. Neither of us was getting each other drunk. It was just a mutual getting drunkenness. What's wrong with that? She wasn't getting me drunk. I wasn't getting her drunk. It was just a mutual, you know, love of drinking. Tarek said, I'm going to start ignoring Zen Town. Do you want me to take their mod ships away? Then you can punish him then. You're right, Peach. I'm all right. My shoulder's hurting a bit tonight, but I'm all right. I'm going to finish my coffee and then I'm going to have a bit of a drink tonight. He said, Mike ending the clip early just when he started to crown. So, yeah, I accidentally pressed the fucking button as I sort of went like that. Oh, God. Yeah, I got the terrible old wind today. That's why I was taking that fucking wind tablet earlier. I'd get rid of it. I was trying to think what I've eaten earlier. If I drink certain things, that gives me terrible fucking farts now. Is it Happy Shop of Vodka? No, I'm treating myself tonight. I was treating Metallic originally. Although I don't know how much you would have actually wanted of any of this Metallic, but it was there if you wanted it. So We got a little bit of 69% absinthe. And I want people to stop commenting that it happens to be 69. That's a coincidence. Fucking knobs. Who mentioned that last night? I even cracked myself up. Oh, God. Couple of these. These are that mezcal, but mezcal is like tequila, but it's smoky. Tequila is not traditionally smoky, so this is made the same way they make tequila, but they burn the cactuses basically, or whatever they use. They burn it, and then it comes out brown. And they also put the little worm in. Look at the size of that one, all right? I don't know which one was going to have it, and then look at the size of this bastard. So we would have had one of them each. And then I got 2 of these just because it was something different. But that mezcal, I might still save the ones that you would have had metallic anyway. I'll save them for you anyway. Persia said I prefer 71 to 69. There's a Persia, I hadn't thought of that. Maybe she wanted him to do the spirograph just to see what happens. For fuck's sake. Oh, God. Tactical says she was getting Mike Pierce to pinch the witty sod. Now that I could believe. Joking. She don't need to. I'm making her own. I'm making her one. In fact, I've had that mezcal stuff before. I kept the bottle. I've had one of those little ones before, and I quite liked it. I don't know if I could drink a whole bottle of it, but yeah, I thought that was quite nice. Yeah. President, haven't you read or seen Misery? WeaponCollector, I'm your biggest fan. I don't. Wait, said Flazzy, tequila is made from cactuses. It's made from, if it's not cactuses, it's a very similar plant. It's the blue agave plant, which is, yeah, it's not a cactus, but it's similar to a cactus. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's not an actual cactus, but it's similar to a cactus. So actually, no, it's not a cactus. Just me saying, you know, it's this is what tequila's made from. I'll show you quickly. Oh, that is what tequila is made from. Agaves, and they burn when they make mezcal. They burn it. Yes, it's not really cactus. Yeah, just me being, you know what I'm like. I sort of know what I'm on about, but don't bother saying it properly. So it's a cactus. It's one of those sort of plants that, you know, keeps its own water in it. You know what I mean? Like a succulent type thing. Yeah. How close is it to a cactus? But it's a similar plant. You know what I mean? Yeah. Cornish Bob said, I used to have tequila slammers till I reached the point of licking the salt. I hate the salt. That's yeah, I read that one, didn't I? I know, so I had the whole bottle, didn't drink it all at once. It's too expensive to quaff. Yeah, that's partly why I have to buy these little things, because I can't afford a big bottle. I can't like that shit would cost you at least 40 quid. A cheap bottle, a cheap 70 centiliter bottle of absinthe, yeah, would cost you at least 40 quid. And that probably wouldn't even be the 69-70% stuff. So that's about all I can afford. It's nice though, and like them things, I get a couple of them. At least you know, you can tell whether you like it or not then as well. What's Persia saying? Oh, it's just like a 69, but you get 2 fingers up your bum. For fuck's sake. Metallic said I had a chili salt sachet from another fancy tequila that I was bringing for the mezcal. Ah, nice. That's it, yeah. I'll save you it if not, if if we can organise another time, I'll just buy them again. I'll buy them again if I end up drinking them all tonight. It's hot tonight. I probably won't need a lot of booze, to be honest. I was thinking the worms rolled in here would have been nice and straight. Yeah, exactly. It's nice stuff, that, though. It's nice stuff. I think it's quite nice. I wanted to get some... So we have a viewer on Object History. Comes on. He's from Texas. His name's Robert Escobar. And he was recommending me... I probably butchered his name, Aguardiente or something like that. But that's another one. It's really difficult to find. Especially, like, you can get a big bottle of it, cost you about 60 fucking quid. And I don't want to I don't want to risk spending money on things like that in case you don't like it. Yeah, and I can't get any shots of it. In fact, there's a brand called something like Altos. It's probably my favourite tequila. Yeah, I have drunk tequila a few times, whole bottles of tequila, but I've never really been massively into it. Yeah. I'll probably go and get my booze in a minute, actually. I know what I'm going to drink first.
Pisshead.
With everyone gone, they're just listening to me and Metallic talk about booze. Deep in the bunker, how you doing? You just reminded me. Funny enough, someone donated something. Let me go and see. Sorry, I missed the person who donated. Sorry, I missed you. That's Cornish Bob. Thank you, mate. He said, "Just because you're better looking than me, lol." Thank you, mate. Thank you. Yeah, this is just for you and anyone else who donates. Yeah, how you going, deep in the bunker? Yeah, very hot. Oh. What have you missed? Well, had you got on earlier, had you got on first, I might have been able to play this for you.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
Arkatab, what are you drinking while lightning? Hello, Arkatab. I've got a bit of everything tonight, so I'll have a bit of absinthe, 69%. I've got some vodka. I've got loads of fucking weird shit. Some fucking cinnamon whiskey, cinnamon Jack Daniels, some mezcal. I think I've got a bit of rum. Yeah. Loads of different shit. So I'll be 100% ignoring this tonight.
Bloody fool, you should never mix your drinks.
Cornish Bob, that is a good video, isn't it? The what you're doing in so early, shit the bed. I fucking love that saying.
What are you doing in so early? Shit the bed.
It's the way she says it as well. Oh god, I've heard that saying many a time. I've always been known for getting up late, to the degree that even now people still think I get up at fucking 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm quite glad actually, because it means that no one ever comes round for me in the day. Yeah, people still think I get up at like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. You're on the old cause, are you? Well, originally what was happening tonight, Metallic was gonna be coming around here after a round trip to Wales, and on her way back she was gonna stop at mine for the evening. So I got a load of different. She was gonna bring some booze. She was gonna bring a load of boozes, and I was gonna have what I had and get some more. But yeah, it never happened in the end. Her car ended up breaking down, and she had to just go home essentially. So yeah, and because of that, I hadn't really got as much booze as I would normally have. I've got like a very weird selection of booze. It was going to be a night of just trying things, doing something a bit different. But yeah, so I've got a lot of strange stuff, and yeah, no, I would have bought another little bottle of vodka. STA doing, mate, you're right. Archetype said Rachmaninoff is the cheapest way to get drunk these days. What's that? I've heard of that name, though. All right, hang on. What the fuck am I? Deep in the bunker, I don't believe there should be 2 7 o'clocks in the day, let alone 2 4 o'clocks. Collins Bob said, I work in a caring industry, and that just gets me. Oh, yeah, exactly, yes. Uncle Abbott, there is a little bit of finders keepers, but I don't know whether I should admit it at this minute. But yes, there's already a bit of finders keepers. I've already been eyeing up finders keepers, so yeah. I was going to say, I thought I'd never heard of Rachmaninoff as a booze. I'll get you now. Cheap little vodka. Oh, that's good, isn't it? Turns out the swords are still wedged behind the wheelchair ramp. So I hope the mechanics don't start poking inside the car, fuck's sake. Yeah. Well, you have a little bit of explaining there to do, but hopefully it'll be all right. Oh, God. Sorry if I keep sort of moaning. It's just I'm so fucking not moaning as in going, I'm not moaning. I'm always moaning. 1 litre for 13.8. That's decent. That's decent. The other thing is I ain't got nothing to mix it with. I'm going to have to drink vodka with water with a little bit of lemon juice in it. And when I say lemon juice, I mean actual like proper lemon juice, not like lemon squash. So my main drink tonight is that vodka, and then probably shouldn't admit this because they might be watching, but sorry. That's not gin in there. That's some rum that I stole. So let's say I'm getting a phone call in a minute if they're watching. That's a keep going, mate. Only moaning you're getting in there tonight. For fuck's sake. Oh, God. I flatly refuse to fully unload the car. It doesn't mean I have to accept my trip won't be happening. Yeah, good idea. Good idea. Exactly. Oh, vodka and Red Bull would be nice. The only problem is I ain't got none. The only things I could mix any of this stuff with tonight is a bit of water with a little bit of lemon juice, which actually I don't mind. I can drink that with vodka. That's not too bad. I don't know what that's going to go with anything else, though. Well, the absinthe will have water in it. The mezcal I'll drink straight with just some ice in it. The other thing I'll probably just drink straight with some ice in it. Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe I'll just do some. Oh, we have got a bit of blackcurrant juice. Now, I don't really like blackcurrant juice or orange juice. You know, like the squash ones. I don't think they don't quench my thirst and they coat my mouth. But if I put a little bit in, that's why I'd actually prefer when I have the vodka and water with this. It'll just be an actual bit of proper lemon juice that you'd sort of put in cooking or something, or put on other shit. Food talk. Collins Bob said vodka and absinthe mix be all right. I never thought about that. This is too nice to start mixing with things like that though. No, it ain't, Zed. Trying to be careful in case the person I stole it off is watching. Hopefully they can't see the comments. Fuck's sake. Otherwise I'll be paying for that tomorrow. Oh, all of these ideas are very good ideas, but I haven't got any of these things, so I can't do. I shouldn't have even showed it, really, Zed. I'll be getting shit tomorrow. No, it's hard to tell, but if you look, that Gordon's has got a little brown tinge to it. Can you notice that? That's not as green as that should be. That's slightly brownish. Chester said, "How come you're always live?" I'm not always live. I only live stream on a Friday and Saturday. Hello, Chester. How are you? Architub said, "Goes with coconut." Bozo said, "Face it, vodka mixes with anything." Asking, as long as it's not peppermint, yeah. Albert said, "Spice rum and water is nice. Trust me, I'm a pirate." Yeah, what would that make it? It would suddenly be, that would be, grog. That's what they call grog, isn't it? Yeah, I'll have myself some grog tonight. A vodka baby jam. I bet that would be quite nice. Yeah, grog. Yeah, I couldn't think of what it's called. Yeah, grog. It's grog, isn't it? I'll have a serving of grog as a tribute to Tactical Pirate later. I'll just drink this water. I want to make sure I've got some I don't want to be dehydrated. Yes, exactly, Metallic. Yes, Chester.
That's the funnest place to be.
I wish I did stream all the time. No, I only stream twice a week. First said rum, water, sugar, and a lemon and lime. Archetype, I never knew. Grog. Yeah, that's what it is. Archetype. Yeah, grog is rum and water. That is all it is. Yeah, and I think it was originally because you would get your ration of rum, and I think mixing it with the water made the water safer to drink. But then at least you weren't drinking pure. It's something like that. But yeah, that is what grog is. It's rum and water. And I only know that. There's two reasons I know that. One is from playing the game Escape from Monkey Island. And the other one, there used to be a program on BBC Two, I think it was, that this bloke used to tell you the history of things. And there was one time he was telling you the history of like ships and that, and it got on to sort of pirates and that, and it got on to Uncle Albert announced to dilute the rum so the men didn't get pissed, as it was strong as fuck back then. Yeah, I think the water thing's true as well, though, because a lot of places back in the day you had to mix your water because your water was more dangerous than from drinking anything because it was so dirty. You know what I mean? But yeah, Fall on the Hill said council put washer outlet tap 10 centimeters above the washer plug socket. That's it. Doesn't need moving. Think I'll hire some private with the socket plugs. That's insane. That is mental. Dan said, "I think you're right. Saw a documentary about that. Sailors used to drink more rum than water because the distilling process makes it safer than the drinking water." Yeah, I think there's a lot of things. It's definitely what Tactical said as well. But I think it's a bit of both. And also you would have to water it down because you can't be getting fucking absolutely paralytic. You know what I mean? Bozo said, killed the parasites in the water and the lemon and the lime prevent the scurvy. And the sugar may taste better. There you go. Dad said you should put half a spoonful of coffee. Do you know what, Zed? I actually thought about that. I did think about coffee. It did cross my mind earlier. But I'll be honest with you, I've had enough coffee today. But my mum said to my brother that I needed another jar of coffee. So, and I don't mind him doing this. He bought me some coffee, but the normal one she buys me is sort of level 3 strength, I suppose. I didn't even know they had fucking strength. I never really looked. The one he bought me today was like level 7 or something. I don't know if that's just the flavour or the caffeine. Falcon Punch said, Mike, I had that game Escape from Monkey Island on the PS2. Game was very hard. It was difficult. The only reason I ever completed that, Falcon Punch, is I had to use a fucking walkthrough. Yeah, it's a very difficult game. Good game, but difficult. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck I ate earlier, but it is producing a lot of fucking wind in me today. Right, booze time. What video would you like? I feel like punishing you today. So you're either having Slingshot Warrior cooking, Slingshot Warrior stand up, or what was the other long? Or 4 minutes of Slingshot with diarrhea. So it's punishment time. I want you to write diarrhea, cooking, or stand up. I don't think Metallic's ever seen any of these, have you? Metallic, have you seen these? And you might have, actually. Yeah, Escape from Monkey Island was good, wasn't it? I like that game, but very difficult. So we've got stand-up, squits, and cooking. Oh, you have seen it several times. Diarrhea's winning so far. Let me just find 4 minutes of diarrhea. 4 minutes diarrhea. It might take away the illusion of thingy though. Oh no, I think that stand up's just one. You can vote multiple times though. As I said, I feel like punishing you tonight. All the abuse I have to listen to. See you in a minute. I'll be back before this ends. Or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll force you to watch the whole thing. Just for Metallic, I'll give her a little bit of the quick squits.
That's what we call diarrhea.
And now we've got 8.5 minutes of stand-up, but I'll be back before this ends.
Let's hear some of the stand-up comedy routines I did before. Some kind of feed before I say. So, is anybody here a smoker? Anybody here smoke cigarettes? Well, my brother is a smoker. At one time, he had the lighter on high flame and he missed the cigarette. And he didn't know he was lighting up his nostrils. And it took him a second to realize he was lighting up his nostrils. So it was like this. So he was like going to the lighter like this. Like smiling with the cigarette. He had the lighter on high flame. Took him a second to realize he was lighting up his nostrils. Ah! You know, it was one like winter time. It was really cold. I was walking down the street trying to get home before the night fell. And this young lady came up to me. And she looked really messed up. I thought an extra for The Walking Dead just came at me. Or a Corpse Bride, I'm not sure. And so she comes up to me and says, "You got the time?" And I thought that meant she wants to know what time it is. Apparently that meant something else entirely to her. And I told her the time is she's like, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm going home." "Why?" "Because it's getting late and it's getting cold." "Well, the night's just beginning to heat up, baby." Now, let me explain to you. This girl was, had nothing in the body and her face was wrecked. And she runs up to me and grabs my elbow like I'm her prom date, which is really nice. Like I ever wanted her to get that close. I felt I was like Rick Grimes in the zombie apocalypse at this point. Anyway, I had to tell her, "I'm broke. Go away, bitch." And she laughed. She's like, and she was really polite about it. Like, "Thank you. Okay, you don't have any money." Oh, yeah. Goodbye. It's funny, that's funny. The ladies these days, they They have no concern about the way they dress compared to the way things were. They dress in their pajamas down in the middle of the street. How nice. Pajamas and a sloppy haircut. A sloppy hairdo. Really nice thing to do. And, you really want to show your best foot forward right there. Well, we got mad to hear. If it's women who don't shave and don't bathe, I think you win the contest for the smelliest and hairiest woman on the beach. And speaking of unshaved and hairy woman, have you seen Rosie O'Donnell lately? She has really let herself go. Even worse than before. And now you got this Santa Inc. This whole adult Christmas movie. Kind of funny that my opinion basically got that the lowest score on Rotten Tomatoes. Speaking of movies today, have you noticed that everyone in like every TV show and movie is either like a lesbian, a gay guy, a feminist, or a POC? If it's any wonder why all those movies don't do good at the box office. I just made a joke. Yes, I got the Know What You Mean moniker from my good buddy Jim Varney, who's no longer with us. It's kind of funny, we have, old people with Alzheimer's, it's, people with Alzheimer's who can't remember where they put their keys. And now we got one in the White House. So the Alzheimer's community has one of their own, right in the Oval Office. I did perform at a club once, but had to keep it clean. That's the reason why. Oh. And Biden is the best thing to happen in this country since a dumpster fire. Yes, a dumpster fire is a good thing for this country. And you know something? Just like Bigfoot, I don't think we'll ever find where the national debt went, except.
Oh, sorry, I cut it off mid joke there. You're going to be gutted for the rest of your lives now. Did I forget to say that was I ain't even lost all my viewers either. Did I say that was comedy? That's it. All right, Metallic, you can put your volume back up now. It might pull your finger out. Fuck's sake. There you go. That's what happens when I have to take all this abuse. There's your punishment. Oh, God. Scrolling up. Right, Peach. Oh, God. There you go.
George, I say goodbye to you. I go to the nether regions, to the frontiers of the unknown.
Oh, let's have a fucking absinthe as our first drink, shall we? I'm even going to do it the proper way. So, hope you can't see anything you're not supposed to see here. No, I'm in the way anyway. Just checking just in case. Hello. So, that's a little straining thing. Go on, treat yourself. That is a homemade sugar cube. Who the fuck's Rosie O'Donnell? I suppose I'll tell you what, I'll do that one after, Peach. I'll do that one after. No, this will be, I'll just be pouring the absinthe through there and then pouring the water through it. But I'll show you it because you can see the difference. Who's into their horse racing? That mean anything to you? Name says Merriman 2, 1960. This is how you're supposed to do absinthe. You have a little filter thing. You have your ice, not your ice, your sugar cube on it. In a glass. Sugar, fuck's sake. Oh. That was Merriman. Merriman 2. Oh, Horseman Hatton's all right, Matak. I don't know what he wrote, but he's all right. Fuck's sake. He's all right. I hadn't read that. Hello, Horseman Hatton. How are you? That's Henry Weston's. Because I want to pour the exact right amount, I've poured it in. This is an absinthe thing, but it's exactly 20 mil. Why is that not in the shot anymore? But it's interesting, a bit of this. Right, so now we'll pour it. It's a science lesson. Pour this over this. Actually, I am going to need my spoon because I forgot, actually. I need the fucking, yeah, because that glass ain't big enough. But look at what colour that is now. And this is water. This ain't, actually, no, this one ain't water. Where's my fucking water? That one ain't water. It's not plain water, isn't it? This one is the plain water. Look what colour this turns. You pour water in it. And it's nothing to do with the sugar because I've already poured it. I've already poured the absinthe over the sugar. Right, if you just wait for a minute. I fucked up slightly because it's the wrong fucking. There are different ways, but the ways I've always done it is this way, Matak. I've to be honest, I fucked it up slightly. You're supposed to pour it a lot slower than that. You're supposed to ever so slightly pour it slowly through the ice, not the ice, through the sugar. I'm gonna pour it again. You'll see it in a minute. Looks like a piss sample. All right, there you go. This is what you're supposed to be doing. Then you're supposed to slowly pour the water over the ice. Not the fucking ice, I keep saying ice. Over the sugar. Can you see what colour it is now? That's it. That's the right way. That's it. Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same exact thing, metallic. The Loosh effect or something, isn't it? Yeah, and it's because of the aniseed in it and the oil. Funny thing is, when I poured that in, you can actually see the oil sort of separating. Yeah, I think there's different ways to do it. There's the way that Pete said, where you can set fire to the absinthe, but that takes away the alcohol content a bit. There's this way where you pour it. What you're supposed to do, you have a absinthe spoon, and you put the sugar cube on top of it, pour the absinthe slowly through it, and then pour the water slowly through it. But you only need a little shot of that anyway, because being 69%. But this is actually a a thing that's full of absinthe, and I noticed these are like the perfect amount. So I just pour it in there. I know exactly how much it is. So cheers. That looks like wee. Don't look like my wee. My wee looks like more like fucking beer sometimes. I wanted to sample a drink, not drink a sample. Dan said, did someone say penguin? Horseman Hatton said, when does Jekyll turn into Hyde? Straight after the festive absinthe. Yes, that way. Pete said, set fire to the sugar, not the absinthe. Right. All right. I get you. So put the sugar cube on, pour the absinthe through it, and then light it, or what? Or pour a little bit on. I don't know. But my piss does not look like that. Irishman said, had an absinthe spoon. I've had an absinthe spoon instead of an absinthe spoon. That's going warm already, though. I have to put a little bit of ice in it. Tell you what, that warms you up straight away. Turned up best funny than Slingshot or as comedy. Oh God. Horseman said, get Jackson in for the remake of the Coke advert when you light it. Yeah, I don't think I am going to lie. I'm not getting drunk. Yeah, it's warm already. That's annoying. This fucking water came straight out the fucking fridge. I know the absinthe was warm, but well. President Minder, what yours looks like that? I've never had piss that's ever looked like that ever. Have you not honestly telling me you've had cloudy piss? I have two stages of piss. Fucking Lucozade looking or clear. Never fucking cloudy. Fucking Christ. I was saying, Peach, wait until he's pissed before you get into set stuff. Yes, don't. Matata, I think you need to visit the doctor's pleasure. So do I. Yes. What about that? Does it ever look like that? Yeah, if you have a look up ways to serve absinthe, that way I did it is 100 definitely one of the ways, but there are multiple ways. I think there's 3 different ways you can do it, but the very traditional French way to do it, and the first way they ever did it was the way I just did it, but the second way I did it, you're not supposed to pour it so quickly. What you're actually supposed to do is pour the absinthe over the ice, over the sugar cube, and then you have a little fucking decanter type thing with the water in, and you actually let the water drip onto the sugar cube through the spoon into the absinthe. Falcon said, Mike, do you do the spoon shoot? I did, but instead of having a spoon, I ain't got a spoon, so I used this little fucking sort of bottle sieve thing. I have got a spoon saying that, but I haven't cleaned it. You off, Rich? You gonna come on later? Have a chat with Slingshot Warrior. Seeing if my spoon. I've got a homemade absinthe spoon. It was literally just a spoon where I drilled holes in it. Yeah, I don't know. I was drinking 60. I found drinking any alcohol over 40% straight, I don't really enjoy it because it's just burning shit out your mouth. You know what I mean? Whereas like this, I'm actually, it's actually quite nice. I don't know. Maybe absinthe with some ice in. But this is the traditional way to drink it. You look it up. That is the actual traditional way to drink it, or one of them anyway. And this was the most traditional way to drink it. Well, that's better. That ice has sort of taken temperature down now. Similar to making crack, exactly. It does look a bit suspect. That's sugar, by the way. Oh, so my piss is like tea. I'm sweating so much this week. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. In the mornings, my fucking piss is so dark, it's like scary for a bit. Then once you get up and have a bit of get a bit of water down you, it's a good sign that if you are, make sure you are pissing though at least. That's good. And Mike knows all about crack. Ask him to get a crossbow. Fuck off. Yeah, you want anything that involves me digging around down there? Ask me to get one of those Western DVDs down the bottom there. Then you'll know all about crack. And one of these videos got that in it. Oh no, I suppose this one has. There's a bit of crack in this one.
That's beautiful. That's what we call diarrhea.
Garnish, Bob. I suppose it's just personal taste. I drink to get drunk. I definitely drink to get drunk. Don't get me wrong there. I don't really drink to I socialise while getting drunk, but I'm perfectly happy getting drunk on my own. But at the same time, I don't want to, even if I'm drinking to get drunk, I'll still rather sort of, just 69%. I don't really enjoy it, if you know what I mean. Archetype says you get the Scotty Sinfonol clip from TNT. I'll have to look into that one. What is that? The Next Generation, that would be, I suppose. Mama's on crack rock, that's right. Yeah, I like a bit of absinthe, but it is a bit of a treat for me because I can't normally afford it. It's so expensive. But I'll definitely save you some metallic. If not, I'll get some of these in, which are the same thing. But you can buy these on. These are 70%. These ones. No, well, you saw it earlier anyway. You can buy these on Amazon, and I'll be getting in a week. I'll be getting some Amazon credit. So I'm going to buy that. I'm gonna buy some of these, and I'll buy that film that you recommended me, the one from the 90s. Oh look. Yeah, that's 1.4 units in 20 milliliters as well. That's only 20 milliliters. That. Let me see if I can show you. So it's not even a full shot, but you don't need it being that strong. If you put a full shot in that, it's like having a double. So you don't really need it. This one's 69%. Pat said, if all else fails, you can borrow my copy and post it back to me after you've watched it. Thank you, Doug. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm quite right. You recommended me it, so I'll definitely watch it, and I reckon I'll enjoy it if you reckon I would. It sounds great and weird. And I like Malcolm McDowell, the main character in that. I like Malcolm McDowell anyway. I think he's great. Stu said, you've seen the film Body Cam, Mike? I don't think I have. Not dash cam then. How new is it, Stu? No, I've not seen that. No. 2020 American police procedural horror film. No, I'm going to stop there. I'm going to read no more. So don't spoil it for me. I'm getting like hiccups. No, I haven't. Is that worth watching, it, Stu? Cornish Bob said, if you was really in need of a quick hit, you could give yourself an absinthe enema. I'll be honest, I'm going to say something weird now, but I went to the toilet and I was washing my hands, and it was lovely cold water, right? And I did think maybe in the future you'll be able to just whack a hose up inside you, run a bit of cold water through your body. It was just a thing that passed my mind for 1 second. Don't think I'm mental. But I thought, yeah, that lovely water on me. I thought, yeah, if you could run that inside you. There you go. I'm letting out my weird inner thoughts now. Yeah. Should shut up, shouldn't I? The absinthe bringing out the weirdness in me now. Oh, God. Lord Flashheart said, all right, you crusty curtain crust. Fuck's sake. How you doing? No, sweaty curtain crust. Fuck's sake. Deep in the bunker, have you considered reviewing MREs? Yes and no. You know what? I can't really afford them. But I have had MREs and I think they're all right. But yeah, internal human cooling system, Mark 1. When trust me, 4x4 fella, I have invented quite a few things, right? In my head, I've invented them. I've invented things in my head, then they've become real. That'll be real soon. In my head, I worked out a way for people who were paralyzed from like the neck down, because I once said neck up. Do you remember that when I said paralyzed from the neck up? Paralyzed from the neck down. I worked out that if you could only move your eyes, surely all you'd need is a camera that can track your eyeballs, and then that camera can track onto a keyboard and you can write things. And I thought, right, that's perfect for people who are paralyzed. About 5 years later, that was actually made real. Yeah. So obviously someone was thinking the same thing. But I can't believe that hadn't been invented before I thought of it. But at the time I thought of that, it didn't exist. So yeah, there's going to be internal water cooling systems coming soon. Ram a hose up your ass, turn it on, that'd probably do it. Nice cold bit of water. For fuck's sake. Absolutely. That started bringing out the weirdness. Yeah, anal hoses, exactly. Cornish Bob said, okay, changing the subject was the best cross. Oh, God. What do you mean by field tip? I'll be honest, I wouldn't use field tips for anything other than targets. If you mean like broadheads, they're all different anyway. Do you know what I mean? But field tips are only good for shooting at targets. That's what they're designed for. They stop rather than keep going through. Oh, one shot of absinthe and look where it's fucking gone. Anal reuse bullshit. Oh, good God. Yeah, what do you mean, Cornish? Do you mean like like you mean like broadheads, don't you? Deep in the bunkers, I invented the heated whisk so you could make a flour sauce without the need of using a gas hob. And I found out another company had patented it for commercials. It's mad, isn't it? Yeah. Like my thing was only purely in my head, but it became a real thing eventually. And I thought I was glad because it was helping people out. But yeah, it is mad how you can invent these things without any knowledge of anyone else doing it. Yeah, and yeah, often there are people thinking the same thing. What do you want the broad? I'll be honest with you, Cornish. They're all about all field tips are about the same, mate. So just the cheapest ones you can get. You don't really get any sort of tactical advantage with any field tips other than they'll stop going straight for your target. That's it. So for field tips, I don't really know. Just your standard one. I want to talk about the anal hose. I was enjoying that. Fuck's sake. Joking. Deep in the Bunk said Endor if a flashlight could stop an arrow. I wonder, fuck's sake. Sorry. I can't believe this. Do you know what? I saw that word and I thought maybe that was some kind of brand or something. Yeah, sorry. And then I started thinking Endor. That's where the fucking Ewoks live, in it. Oh, Christ. Fucking absinthe does something to me. I think it's dehydration, not absinthe that's doing it. Fucking hell. I wonder if a flashlight. I don't know. I do know someone in the chat who actually might be able to help you there. Peach, what do you think? Ewoks Battle for Endor, exactly. Yeah, I used to watch that as a kid. I remember getting it out on VHS when I was round my nan and granddad's house, and I remember getting that on VHS to watch while we was there. Yeah, I used to love the old Ewoks. Yeah. Oh, no, funny thing is, Persia, that's the one. No, Caravan of Courage, yes, is the one. Yes. I've seen them both, though. Not for years and years and years. That reminds me, though, I need to start watching all of the Star Wars shit soon. I'm gonna watch all of it. Including I might not watch the Boba Fett one until it's got some more in it, but I'm gonna watch the prequels in whatever order it would be. So the prequels, then Obi-Wan Kenobi, then the originals, then if one of the other series needs to be, but I might watch them out after and then watch the new ones. Yeah, I'll watch them soon. I promise you. Within a month, I'll watch them because it keeps coming up nearly every day. There's like little weird hints that I should watch it, like Star Wars keeps coming up, or fucking I watch random videos and it's about fucking Star Wars, so it's like it's telling me I've got to watch it. That's it. Am I the only one who wants the irritating little shits to get wiped out? Oh god. Horseman said, if nowadays you can get built-in cup holders on settees, why can't I get a can holder built into my Annie blow-up doll? I know. It's unacceptable, isn't it? I actually think it's unacceptable. All right, Samurai Bird, how you doing, mate? You're right. I'm just having an absinthe. Absinthe makes the heart grow fonder, as loads of people have said over the years. Oh, good God. It's made me go a little bit funny. I think it's dehydration and 69% booze. Although it's watered down, so it ain't going to be 69%. Cornish Bob said, I think I'll choose broad-head, twisty ones, like the ones... Yeah, they'll do the job. Anything that's got blades on it that will open up a wound. Dan said, the Clone Wars animated series is good. I don't reckon... maybe after all of it. Dan, if I can find out somewhere to watch, maybe I would. Jordan, how you doing, mate? And he said, hi, Michael. I went lamping rabbits with my air rifle the other night. My friend took me as his +1 on his permission. I'm just wondering if a Mora knife, scout knife, will be okay for cutting rabbits. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that definitely would. I've used loads of like, yeah, that'd be perfect. That would be perfect. I think I've used Swiss Army pen knives for cutting rabbits and that, and skinning them and all that. Yeah, anything that's sharp, basically. Rabbits are quite easy. They're quite easy to skin. Yeah. Yeah, no, Amora would definitely work for that. Can I play your video, Samurai Bird? I've got to play it. Oh, Samurai, have you seen these, though? I think you haven't, yeah?
George, I say goodbye to you. I go to the nether regions, to the frontiers of the unknown.
Here's one for you. This ain't aimed at you, though, Samurai, because I know you prefer your sword, but
What am I doing? This is the second time I've tried to shoot someone. Or is it the third? Do you think I'm an American?
well, that was great, Joe. But this is what I actually originally wanted to show. This is Samurai Bird after his accident, or after he read the story and joined in the videos.
Hey guys, Samurai Bird here.
And Miss Bird.
I just wanted everyone to know that I'm going to be okay. The Spyro Demons and Spyroverse itself was warning me not to mess around with things that I don't fully understand. I do have a scar to remind me of my encounter with the Spyroverse.
Don't let him fool you. This fucking Spyroverse shit is bullshit. He fell down a fucking hole at work.
Okay, well, I'm Samurai Bird saying it's all noodles, no spaghetti.
Oh, I love that as well. Yeah, Miss Bird's face was cracking me up. It does me. Her face and just the way she says what she says is hilarious. So, Samurai Bird is back uploading now. So here's his channel. If you like your swords, he's a great bloke just in general anyway. So you don't even need to like swords if you want to check him out. But there's his channel. He's well worth checking out. And he got involved in the Spyroverse stuff. He was attacked by a Spyro Demon. That's what he was discussing there. That video had to be made though, because how could he go to his insurance and say, a Spyro Demon chucked him off a ladder? So they had to make up this story that he fell off a ladder and make it convincing. You know what I mean? Fell down a hole. Yeah. But no, Samurai Bird's a very good bloke. Well worth subscribing. Go check him out. And he's just back. He genuinely did have a serious accident, though. That is true. Yeah. Peugeot said, "Is that a pen or a joint or a big ass cigarette?" Matat said, "I think it's a joint, Peugeot. It's smoking." I never noticed that. What, in the video? I never noticed that. Right, I'm just going to play it quickly. Oh, yes. I should have known. Because even in my clip of him, even in my clip of Samurai Bird, my reconstruction, it's a spliff going into the Phoenix said his wife's cover story. It really did happen. Exactly. She's got to say that. Exactly. Because how would you wouldn't get no insurance if you said Spyro Demons was involved. And they're not like us. They don't, they got to pay for theirs. A big smoking pen is what it was. So cheers. Yeah, I'm having a bit of absinthe. I reckon that alcohol got into my system. That alcohol got into my system a bit quickly. Oh, she's holding a joint. Thing is, I don't know what a lot of people think of marijuana now. As in, like, the young, because Cameron Bird, you must be about my age, aren't you? Give or take a couple of years, I'm not sure. But in the UK, it's still classed as like a drug, but especially younger generations, they don't class it as a drug at all now. And I know, obviously, in America where it's legal, it's not, it's barely even considered a drug anymore, is it? Uncle Albert said this, oh, fuck's sake, it'll scroll up before I say it. This stream is so zzz. You get this first. He was on early, by the way.
You're doing it so early. Shit the bed.
I fucking love that. So glad. Because I searched for that and I couldn't find it before.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
I know 100% for certain people, if you smoke it to a certain degree, it can help you. I've got relatives who smoke it. It helps them with depression, helps them with pain, helps them live their day-to-day life. But also, though, a bit like with everything, if you overdo it, it can, same with everything. If you do it too much, it can definitely give you psychotic or mental problems. Because I swear to God, partly some of my paranoia is definitely marijuana based. But then I never used to smoke it. Like how you'd say your general sort of casual smoker would smoke it. That was not how we smoked it. There'd been nights in here where we'd smoke half an ounce in one night between two of us. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? and that would be all bucket bongs, and because we weren't doing it. It was purely just to get fucked out of our faces. You know what I mean? Samurai, for medicinal use, it's okay in almost every state. Recreational use become illegal a year or two later. Yeah, it's still a, I think it's a Class B drug over here. But I know for a fact a lot of youngsters, if you said name 10 drugs, they would not name marijuana as a drug. They wouldn't even say it. But I suppose it's a little bit like alcohol. See, if you said name a drug, people wouldn't say alcohol. Most people wouldn't say alcohol. But I drink booze as a drug. It's my drug. It's, I'm not, you know what I mean? Alcohol is my drug. It's my drug of choice. It's just, for me, it happens to be legal and it happens to be accepted. You know what I mean? Well, marijuana is, but you know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say. Jordan said, use, don't abuse. I was smoking weed from 7 years old. I got COPD and quit at Christmas. I was smoking for 20 years in Bongso. Yeah, as I said, if you do everything to excess, it's going to be bad for you. But it's the same with anything. If you drink too much water, it could fucking kill you. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, we used to do a lot of every time we ever did anything, it was excessively done. Yeah. Dan said, very bad for you if under 21, stunts brain development. I remember someone saying that. Might have been, yeah, there you go. 4x4 fella said, I dropped a generator to the festival this week. Almost got high off the fumes. Well, as I said yesterday, both my neighbours, that side and behind, I stood in the garden earlier and I could smell it. Samurai said, Pete, you coming to the US? Stop him. But he is coming over. He is coming over there. Pat said, I don't mind people smoking. I mind people making the house stink. They'd be the first to complain if I was burning tires. It would exactly. That is 100% true. Pete said, we'll probably get a vape pen when I get out there, so I can do it around the place and not be told off for stinking. There you go, Pete. There you are, being considerate. 500, I think. I don't know what that word is. I think legal weed is more CBD. Can't have high THC. I get you. Yeah. I didn't read that out of what the word I thought it was. Persia, there's an old woman who gets the same bus as me in the morning. She smokes a joint while she waits for it every day. As I say, I know people who it does work for them. If you're doing it, I think, as I say, if you do anything in excess, it does make you a bit. It can definitely affect your brain, 100%. Or sometimes it can take over your life. But at the same time, I know lots of people who smoke it in public time. I don't know why are we even talking about this now. I brought it up. Well. No, I think what I was saying is because I was just curious to who still classes marijuana as a drug and who doesn't, because often, you know what I mean, depending on where you live and how old you are, for me, marijuana will always be a drug. You know what I mean? Because when I grew up, it was always a drug. You know what I mean? But people, especially youngsters, are so used to it now, they don't even class it as a drug. If you said, is that a drug? And that's not necessarily me even saying it is a drug. I'm just saying to me, well, it is a drug. You know what I mean? But, shut up. That reply said, yeah, sounds like right, mate. No, I don't think it does. Tactical. You should be able to sit in your own home without smelling someone else's stink, basically. John said, I used to smoke it, but the new strains of skunk is not the same. I've seen level-headed friends who have been used to suffer psychosis. We're touching paracetamol. Well, of course. Even caffeine is really, isn't it, technically? What, paracetamols? Yeah, don't do paracetamols. But, yeah. I've got nothing. I don't... Right. So, I stood in my garden earlier. There was someone smoking marijuana in the garden next to me. There was someone smoking marijuana in the garden behind me. And there was two people smoking marijuana in my garden. So I ain't going to complain about it because I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't care. It's just, it was just a discussion. You know what I mean? But no, I don't, Cornish Bob said, what I think is funny is there's a group of young Want to be hard nuts at vape and smell of strawberry delight. Oh god. Here, this will make you laugh though. Samurai Bird. Right, so you know the little reenactment video I did of your accident? You know the clip where I do the record and then I put the joint in the ashtray. That was actually a real joint and it had actual real marijuana in it. Because the only way I could find anything to roll up was an old fucking envelope that had a load of old scrapings that had been scraped off the table, and it was like half drawer, as I call it, and half tobacco. So, and I had to light that. And to light it, I had to, because I obviously don't smoke now. I don't smoke anything, so I had to keep puffing on it and blowing it out, not breathing it into my lungs. So there you go. I went to such extremes that even the reenactment had real marijuana in the fucking spliff. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, if anyone knew this, if anyone doesn't know this, that clip isn't actually really Samurai Bird. Oh god. Yeah, that was technically a real fucking joint, Samurai. It wasn't a very strong one, but it was the only thing I could find to actually roll up. Yeah. There you go. When I do my reenactments, they're totally accurate. Oh, what's the time? Getting late already, isn't it? Shout out to the Welsh RSE driver and his son if you're watching. Yes. There's Metallic. We're hoping you're on. We've been waiting for you to come on, you two. Dad said, I was told by a mate who worked at HMC that if you were doing the list of drugs today, alcohol would be classed as Class A drug. Yeah, it would. Oh, yeah. If you were redoing the list of what is an illegal drug, yeah. Or what is a drug, yeah. Alcohol would be, because the amount of people alcohol fucking kills, a lot more than all the other fucking drugs. Dan said, I thought it was him. No, there was a couple of comments that I think people genuinely did think that was real footage. I can't tell if you're joking there, Dan. But no, I think that from what I gathered, it did seem like some people thought that was real footage. No, that was some random fucking footage I found online of a bloke falling off a ladder. I just had to search what was like the closest thing to what really happened. But no, that is what really happened. Sorry. Fucking bastards, Byro Desmonds.
Good evening. Tonight on Tales from the Spider-Verse, we'll tell you the cautionary tale of Monty the dog. A dog who was found in a house completely covered in gore. All the walls had birographic pictographs drawn on them, and the pup in question was found covered in blood, and no remains of his owners were ever found. To this day, Monty the dog won't go near spirographs because spirographs are bad.
One day we were doing spirographs and we asked Monty, would you like to do a spirograph with us? No spirograph. Monty says you can fuck right off with your spirograph bullshit. No spirograph. Fuck off, D-man. Or is it a Desmond?
I'd like to tell you the kids kept up the good game that Monty did a spirograph, but life in the Spiroverse isn't a fairy tale.
Oh, spirographs. No, Spyro.
There you go. Chat. Oh yeah, no. Before I forget, right? When I go into the Wendy house later, if you remind me, that fucking joint is still actually in the ashtray. So I'll show you it, and I'll open it up if you want. I'll show you that there is actually green in it. But yeah, it was all I could find. It was all I could find. I knew that was in there, and it was sort of scrapings off the table, just scooped into an envelope, left there. So yeah. Samurai, I love this. It's like Monty Python meets Homeward Bound. Oh, Samurai, you wait till episode 2 of the Spyro Files. It's going to be a Monty episode. Just looking at my hand to see if I could. Can you see the bruise on the back of my hand where he what we call over here scragged? He scragged my hand, so he sort of like bit it but didn't bite it the other day. Little shithead. Yeah, it's going to be a Monty episode. So at least with him, it's quite easy to get him. I'm going to get a glove, put it on a fake hand, stick it up my sleeve, and I could probably easily get him to bite it. Corny Bobs, I tried someone's vape, which had dope in it, and never did anything, but they were convinced it got a eye. Strange, isn't it? Tactical said years ago when I smoked, I ran out of baccy and a mate gave me his pouch. Me and the missus were stoned. He'd laced it with draw and forgot he'd done it. Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, sorry, it's got hiccups just then. Oh, yes. Ah, fuck's sake. Yeah, mad, isn't it? Then I thought you were no. The video of Samurai Bird actually falling off the thing is not him, but some people thought it was. Samurai, save that, John, and I'll come on the live stream in a couple of weeks and we can smoke it. Do you know what? I wish I could, but no. Do you know what happens if I smoke marijuana now? It makes me so paranoid that I wouldn't be able to talk to anyone, let alone live stream. I can't talk to people I know in real life. Live stream would be unbearable for me. I would love that. I would love to do that, but no, it disagrees with me so badly now that yeah, I don't think I could. I would like to do that though. I'd like maybe I could get maybe on the right night I could get John or Dart to smoke it with you, but I would love to. I'd absolutely love to, but yeah, it kills me off now. Makes me. I think it's because I'm quite paranoid in like normal life nowadays. Yeah, if I smoke marijuana, it like heightens it tenfold. It ruins me now. It absolutely ruins me. I can't have a laugh on it. I can't bear anything. I have to come in here and I have to lock the door and turn the lights off, and then I just sit there praying that, like not praying, but thinking, oh, I hope no one knocks on the door or anything, because I won't be able to bear talking to them. Yeah. Samurai said, I'll smoke with that Ninja Turtle then. Yeah, there you go. That's so. Dan, when you're going on panel, or I don't know if I'd let Dan on. No, I would let Dan on. I would let Dan on purely just so we can all abuse him. That's so. When's the panel on? In about an hour. Although if someone wanted to come on right now, they could. If someone wants to come on and have a chat with me right now, come on. But it won't get deleted. I'm not deleting these ones, but later one will be. You know, I can't wait to get in the Wendy house. I won't go in the Wendy house till half 12 though. But, Zed said you're not paranoid. Everyone is out to get you shut in. Oh God! I'll tell you what though, paranoia can be your friend to a degree. If you have to be aware of your paranoia though. If you're not aware of your paranoia, then you're fucked. But then that's proper paranoia. Having sort of slight paranoia and being aware of it can enable you to make sure no one ever fucking gets you, because you're always fucking prepared for it. No one's ever got me back for any of the shit I've done. And if they did, I'd be ready for it. I'd be ready and waiting. Yeah. Persia said it's different than it was when you were younger, Mike. Do you know, I think that's what it is, Persia. Malcolm's mentioned that it's He. Because I also have a habit of if I smoke dry, I don't do this. I don't just go. Not that's not how I smoke it. If you gave me a joint, I would go, and then I'd hold that in my lungs for so long that when I breathe out, smoke wouldn't even come out. You do that, it's like smoking half a joint anyway. When you just go, and that's made me out of breath just doing that. Smoke draw like that, oh, it fucks you up. And that's how we've always done it. And I can't notice that people on screen, Dan. You'll be safe from the blue Nazi spanner. Honest Bob said, I'll get that, and also the way of the world is I totally get whited out. Yeah, whiteys, yeah. But he said, I'm definitely out to get him. Dan said, I'm not at home, so can't show off any of my cool surplus prep stuff. That's a skunk. It's only one type, though. There's some sort of nice weeds out there. Not for me now, because I quit. Some of it's really tasty. Yeah, I think a lot of the time, though, what people make the mistake, you are right there, but I think the mistake is a lot of people end up getting skunk, thinking it's normal weed, and it's not like it used to be. You know what I mean? Even the skunk in the old days, in like the 90s, didn't seem to be like it is now. Zed said, that's how you are supposed. Well, I know that, Zed. I know that. But I've seen people who class themselves as big stoners, and I've seen them go like this. So they class themselves as big stoners, and they go like that. It's fucking wasting most of it. That'd be like going like this. I'm not going to do it, and spitting half it back out. But again, it depends what you're doing. If you're having a nice little relax on your own, you don't need to really smoke like that. But you know what I mean? No, I've known people who class themselves, you know, they say, oh yeah, we smoke draw all the time. Yeah, and they barely even take it back. Like, fuck off. John said, my dad always taught me that growing up, paranoia is good because it keeps you on your toes. You know what, Jordan? It fucking does, mate. It does. Screw the smoke, get pissed.
Drink, feck, arse, girls.
For us, like, it should just end drink, feck, arse.
Drink, feck, arse.
There you go. That's the right one. There never is. Well, we have girls in the stream at least, but I could have played that clip tonight as Metallic were here, and it would have been fucking true. I sometimes have women now. The only thing is, I'm always related to them. So, yeah. Persia said, well, we all seen me smoke. You know I smoke properly. Exactly. Oh, and this is me after the after stream. Oh, yeah, my dad said, "Lol, don't start them off again." I'm like, yes, sorry. Fuck's sake. If you request it, I'll take all the fucking spanners away. That's right. This you don't have to have the abuse all night. Yeah, Metallic is asking you like this, or whatever.
Don't have to take this abuse much longer.
Samurai said, besides swords, this is one of my favourite topics, and I would join in. But I don't want to dominate conversation with my 35 years of pot smoking training. Well, exactly. Well, it's all yeah. I never smoked for that long. But yeah. Well, I say lucky, but when we used to smoke it here, I've grown it as well. Yeah, we used to grow it. It was all illegal, but you know what I mean. What was I going to say? Luckily, two of my they weren't good friends. You know, looking back, they probably weren't hardly even friends. But I had mates who were dealers, and yeah, so we never ever had to buy it. Well, Indica and Sativa, they both do different things to you, don't they? Because someone said to me, if you get paranoid, try indica because it's sativa that is the one that would make you paranoid. I think. Yeah, sativa for the day, indica for the night. There you go. But I'll be honest with you, I don't think either agrees with me. Dad said, "Why do you keep getting a thing of Mike in 5 years' time?" Why do we keep getting a thing of Mike in 5 years' time? Why? What's happening? Cornish Bob said, "I used to smoke Red Lab back in the day." Yeah, you know what? Yeah, hang on. Yes, that was strong, but today's weed is pumped up. Yeah, it's different, isn't it? Crypto said, "I'm back with a 6-pack Guinness. Save that Guinness for the live stream, man. This is going to be amazing. Crypto's going to get pissed with us." Yes, right. This is going to be fucking mental tonight. I was hoping this would be a bit of a weird one. Yeah, it's going to be a weird one tonight. Crypto's coming on getting drunk. Save them definitely in about an hour. Crypto, I'll be back on. Drink fat girls. Pete said, "I ain't when weed sofa locks me." Crypto, I was planning on it, Mike. The only thing is, Matai, now you've got to wait for him to comment again. If you don't comment, you'll never see it. Oh, by the way, if he's drinking Guinness, you could downvote him all you want. He's staying on, mate. This is going to be a fucking experience tonight. You're going to change accounts now, Metallic. But yeah, we used because when I'm talking about when I used to smoke weed, it was the mid 90s up until about the year 2000 when I stopped. I probably actually stopped about 1999. Because it started making me really paranoid. But again, I was a pisshead then as well, so that probably didn't help. But being mates with people who bought it to sell, we would get, all of the what we call solids, which is I think what Americans call hash. You'd get all your weeds and skunk. I remember this weird shit that was like, chipboard. It looked like chipboard, and it was the same color as chipboard. Well, it was like green chipboard. Uncle Albert said, "Not saying fuck all bloody Spanish Nazis in here." And then the best one ever, which you very rarely got, was oils. Oils, that was strong as fuck. That was probably stronger than any skunk you could get, but it was, well, I don't know. It was definitely stronger than skunk in those days. But as a lot of people said now, the skunk in the UK ain't very nice compared to the old days. But I like to quit weed. Long-term medical use of it made me a zombie, so I had to switch to hash. Yeah, hash is what we would call that solids. I've never called it hash, but I think that most people, what I call solids is hash. There's a couple of fuckers outside having a right argument. I may have to go and watch the fun of it kicks off. Film it, Zed. But yeah, we used to luckily we used to get a lot because of hanging around with people who sold it. But Alex said oils is class as class A. And it's been processed. Oh, I didn't know that. I did not know that. But that was hard to get. Samurai said, "I make hash with dry ice." It's basically all the crystals of the leaves and the buds. One of the best times ever getting stoned was smoking. Now I don't know what the names would be in other places. This may be the common name for it, but it was a form of solids called squidgy black. And it had the consistency of like blue tack. So you could roll it into a long, thin rod sort of thing. And then you could just drop that in your joint with a bit of tobacco, roll it up. And it was a weird night because we decided to go camping next to a river in a fucking industrial estate. So you imagine, and why it was so weird, I was smoking how I showed you, biggest drags you could have, hold it into when you smoke, nothing came out. And I was mildly hallucinating off of that. And it was more like audio hallucinations because the weird thing was we was in an industrial state that had a lot of noise. We was next to a river. We was also next to a motorway. And all of the sounds started mixing together. It was amazing. And I remember just sitting there, fucked out my face, just listening to this sound. And it was starting to all sort of mix and meld in together. And it started to sound. You ever heard what a womb sounds like? If you ever heard what so they've put a microphone in a woman's womb before, and you can hear like this whooshing, and it fucking sounded like that. And I was entranced by it. It was amazing. Yeah, it was lovely. Samurai said that sounds like bubble bag hash. I made it with regular ice. Yeah, we used to call it squidgy black, and you could roll it. You didn't need to heat it up and break it up. You could just, it was rather soft, and you could roll it in like a little rod. Yeah, and drop it in, yeah. But Metallic said, I don't like squidgy. I used a nutmeg grater. I never got hot rock. I forget about the hot rocks. Oh, I've got some good memories of hot rocks, man. There's, I always say about abusing you lot. Just be glad you didn't know me in real life when we was getting stoned. Because one of my favourite things was blowing hot rocks into people's faces. As a joke. I remember turning around. It was a funny thing is, it was in this room, and it was when we had the bunk beds as a teenager, because this has been my childhood bedroom, and then I've moved out, come back, and then it's been my teenage bedroom, and then I've sort of moved out, not moved out, but moved room, come back, now it's my adult bedroom. In here, I had a mate laid just there on my bunk bed, and I turned around, blew these hot rocks on him, and a massive one just dropped right there. And you could see it red hot. And he was just sort of laid there going, like that. So, it's weird as fuck. Yes. Yeah. Fuck's sake. Quite good memories of the old jaw now. But I used to love smoking jaw, but it just destroys me now. Crypto said, I'm having barbecue ribs tonight and a Guinness. Nice one. You can eat. You can even. I'm that tolerable tonight. You can even eat your barbecue ribs on the fucking live stream if you want. But I'd rather you drink your Guinness. That's a joke. Is that Nick? The amount of things I used to do as a joke. I can show you the box we used to chuck at people's heads now. All right. See that? Oh, you can't quite see it. See that box right there? It wasn't full of knives then, but we used to have a game where we'd get stoned, turn the lights off, and then you'd try and remember where the person you didn't like was, and you'd sling that at them. That's not a light box. Surprised people didn't get knocked out. Badly hurt. I've also told you about the shit of lining up my mates here and stabbing around them with a knife. You'd have to just stand there, and I'd just be drunk with a knife going like this around your body. And you just have to put up with it if I said stand there. And then my mate, when I was just about to, I told him to stand right there. So literally just here, where this wall is. I said, put a can on your head, and I'm going to shoot it off your head with an air pistol. And he must have realised, I've told you this before, that I was pointing the gun directly at his face. So as I pulled the trigger, he dropped down, and I shot the can off his head. So yeah, fuck's sake. Cornish said magic mushrooms gets a bit different when you hear the noise of things squishing around, and that's the tripping starts. We used to get the pick of that's disappeared. I've done magic mushrooms once, and I've done LSD once. Magic mushrooms, it wasn't really enough to get fucked on. But the LSD, I was in here, and my brother was getting off with this bird that we all quite fancied. But when I had that, it made her look really butch to me, to the degree that she looked like a man. And it was freaking me out. Because when I was completely sober or pissed, we fancied her. As soon as I was on, LSD, it sort of made me look at things completely differently. And it kept looking like my brother was getting off of a man. And I've got nothing against that kind of stuff nowadays, but in them days, I was, a bit, and it was freaking me out anyway. You know what I mean? I've got nothing against gay people at all. but it was freaking me out, and I ended up jumping out of that window. Yeah, to get away. And then that's when I went up the village and I saw a camera crew running down the road, a full camera crew. So a bloke running down the road with a camera and a load of people behind him. And everyone still says that didn't happen. And I don't know whether it happened or not. Yeah. Jordan said, I remember as a teen, I lay down smoking a fake Mayfair cig. I took a drag, and as I inhaled it, the cherry fell off into my mouth, and I literally inhaled the ember. Sorry for laughing at that. Yeah. Memories like that are so fucked up, though. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, God. Yeah, Metallic laughed like fuck at that. Yeah. Nick said, my favourite joke is ordering stuff from Amazon and waiting until the delivery driver comes and pouring boiling hot oil out the upstairs window. That's on part of what I used to do, yes. For fuck's sake, Nick, I'm joking. But... Oh, God. Are you back now? Tactical. Comment is tactical. I'll give you your peach back. Hang on. Yeah, I'll give you your mod shit back now. I had to let Metallic get her frustrations out. Crypt said, I wouldn't recommend that. I've seen your shooting. You're bad as shot as me. Oh, God. Who's looking forward to Crypto coming on getting drunk? That's going to be an experience. He said he doesn't want a pity spanner, so I'll take it back away then. It's other vote. So we've got to do a down or an up for Tactical being a spanner. Although I think he's a spanner all times. Joking. I've seen him drunk before. It ain't going to be fucking good, by the way. Definitely going to need to be deleted. Paint said, I'm pissing myself watching this and listening to us. I'll be honest with you, I quite like saying some of the stories. You lot know that with me. Yeah, I do like a good stoner story. Hello, Willie. How are you, mate? Oh, I went and bought my fucking I bought my water up ages ago, so it'll be warm by now, isn't it? Oh, God. A bit of vodka now. I'm going to save the rest of the absinthe for Metallic, or maybe I'll drink it later. To see what happens. Don't get too excited about Willie yet. We don't know who he is. He might be gone in a minute. You're welcome, Willie, if you're if you're a normal Willie. Cheers. Do a black. I can't even say it. I was going to say black flip then. Backflip. A nice warm vodka and lemon juice. That's not too bad though. Nice one, Willie. Yeah, that's all right. Welcome, mate. Welcome. Yeah, so have you been on here before? It's just sometimes when there's new names, you know what I mean? It's often people being a bit weird. Like the backflip bloke. There ain't gonna be no backflips, mate. Yes, do a backflip. Does that count as a backflip? They are. Backflip. Backflip, they are. Hang on, let me pull my trousers up and get the fucking full man. Backflip. It's too late for that kind of shit, Reese. It's midnight here, mate. I've been drinking absinthe, now I'm on the vodka. Pro said, roses are red, clowns are silly, grease up your flaps here, gunbow. That's sake. Exactly, Dan, I can. Crypto said, I can use my bottle opener on my keychain tool. And so true, Zed. Yeah, what did you get, Crypto? Did you get cans or did you get bottles? Nice one. It is Reese, isn't it? I've never seen Reese written like that. But yeah, Buckinghamshire. So yeah, right down south. We're about level with London. The only good thing with at least the booze makes you forget your pains, don't it? I wouldn't recommend medicating with booze, but it does make me forget about a lot of aches and pains. No, don't blame me for yours and Persia's marital problems. Don't go. Oh God. And he said, I think my dad spelled it wrong on my birth certificate because he's illiterate. For fuck's sake. Well, there you go. Cornish Bob said, I must admit, whilst on mushrooms, my mate thought I had purple hair, and then he watched a program on turkeys, and we understood what they were saying, and this guy could talk to turkeys. Oh, yeah, Reese, as in, yeah, Reese. Reese, what's his name? Reese, Carl Reese. Carl Reese, yeah. Come with me if you want to live.
Smart, what are you doing?
Getting pissed.
Except he was actually drinking piss then. Tax was Ed Metallic. It's weird. He can see me now after you timed me out. So it may have been you. Don't point the finger. Dan, what time does the after party start? I'll stay on here till about 12:30. And then the time it takes me to set up the Wendy house, it won't be long. 1:45. I'll let all of the food talk off tonight because it's, you know, ERP. I know you lot. Actually, a lot of people like this video. This is my favourite one. I think it's some of my best acting as well. What do you mean there's no food?
I'm sorry, sir. There is no food.
But we're starving here.
Sir, there is nothing we can do.
But what about my family?
Have you considered cooking something yourself?
No, that's not an option. Son of a bitch. What is that? Join us for some crinkle cut cuisine. Free home delivery. 10% discount for all crinkle cut cock victims. Opening hours, anytime a spirograph is used. Items marked free are available when ordered after doing a spirograph. Similar to that shown on this menu, you will receive all the free options and much more. Call 45412 Spyro Demons R Us. We shall be waiting for you in the Spyroverse nether regions. Thank you, Crinkle Cut Cuisine. Reese, the closest I can do to backflips is this.
Okay, dokie. Well, this is my workout routine.
Samurai Bear said that is some good acting. I'm becoming a bit of a pro now. What was the comment Samurai left? Oh, he said one of the best acid trips was sitting around watching the Stooges, then the young ones. I bet that'd be amazing. Not acid, but one of the best nights we ever had getting stoned was in this room, and I can't remember if it was the same night. We had a 9 bar in here once, which was 9 ounces. It may have been the same night, I don't know. But in the UK, we got a channel called Channel 4. And in around 1997, 98 or something, 99, I reckon it was 1998, it did a night called Pot Night, where Channel 4 even changed their logo to marijuana leaves. And the whole entire night was just marijuana based. So me, Malk, my mate Richard, Twitching, and another bloke, Danny probably, all sat in here getting absolutely stoned out of our fucking faces watching Pot Night. And it involved shit like Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. It was all like marijuana films of the old days, because you wouldn't have had a lot then. Yeah, it was fucking brilliant night. It was a whole night on a proper big TV channel dedicated to marijuana in the days when marijuana was still classed as a drug in this country. Yeah. I'll never forget Pot Night. Look, if you don't know what Pot Night is, just go on to Google and put in Pot Night and see what happens. Hang on, Pot Night. Yeah, Channel 4 Pot Night. Do that. There's even a fucking YouTube channel for it. It's got all the stuff that was on that night. I think. Yeah, I think it even showed Reef for fucking Madness as a joke. But hang on. Yeah, Pot Night was amazing. Yeah. Yeah, it was a whole night on a proper, like your big TV channels. You think about like your biggest TV channel. It was like one of them doing a whole themed night to do with marijuana. It was brilliant. Yeah, it was brilliant. Now, Jordan remembers, Pot Night was sick. That documentary of the Scottish guy was amazing. I was going to say that. Yeah, it had a couple of documentaries. It had Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. The whole night was all just marijuana based. They even changed the logo to marijuana leaves, and all the adverts were sort of marijuana. But yeah, it was amazing night. I'll never forget Pot Night. Mother said, "Can we watch Babes on it?" If then, no thanks. What Pot Night? Oh God. Yeah, Pot Night. Let me look up when Pot Night was. It was mid-90s though. I'll link it actually if I can find it. It was 1995, so I was 15. Yeah, I was 15 then. Let me see if I can find this. If it's 1990, yeah, I was 15. Yeah, Channel 4 on 1995, 4th of March. I would have actually been 14. Yeah, I wouldn't have even been 15, so I was 14. We was in here getting fucking stoned out of our faces. So that means I was hanging around with 14-year-old drug dealers as well. Channel 4 has Pot Night, 8 hours of programming dedicated to cannabis. But yeah, that was in the days where it was it was a class, well, it is still a class B drug, but in those days it was everyone thought it was a drug. As I say, nowadays, if you said marijuana, most youngsters would say that's not a fucking drug. What are you talking about? Yeah, do you know what? Metallic, yeah, Ghost Watch. You'll have to bring that up one night on one of the spooky ones. Ghost Watch, that was fucking amazing. I remember watching that as a kid, and I thought that was real. Metallic said, my daughter would have been 4 days old that night. Nice. John said, wasn't weed? I think it was Class C at one point, yeah. That said, it was scary as fuck. I missed the start. I thought it was real. I think it was about 8 when that came out. Ghost Watch, I think I was about 8 or something. I remember being young and I 100% think it was real. Oh, you the same age as me, Cornish Bob, yeah. I was born 1980. So yeah, March 1995. That was about a month before I was 15. Yeah, so I was 14. Yeah, I think it was Class C for a while. Yeah, so just so everyone knows, if you're watching this, in about 20 minutes, I'm going to stop the stream and start a new one because people are going to bed in my house. You know, I don't live on my own. I've got a sister and her husband who live here. My mother lives below me, you know. So at about 12:30, I'm going to stop and set up again outside. When he said, I believe Ghostwatch, still shits me up. My dad said, I think I was 14, 15 when Ghostwatch happened. Let's look it up when it was. No, do you know what? I think I was about 12 saying that because I know that you're about 3 years older than me. So I must have been 12. Now you say that. And that rings a bell. I reckon it was 1992. And it was 1992. Yeah, no, you're exactly right. It was 92. Yeah, so I was 12 when that came out. But I remember thinking it was real. Yeah, you're 3 years older than me, Metallic. Yeah, it was 1992. I was just guessing. I felt like I was about 8 at the time. Jordan said, I would have been 1 year old when Pot Night was on. I only know about it because one of my mates has it on a VHS, on a VCR he recorded when he was a teenager. He's in his late 40s now. He said he was born in 71. I was surprised he didn't say he was born in 69. Or is that the 69 with the fingers at your ass? When he said, I'm 43, maybe I'll get you all. You definitely ain't the oldest one here. Don't worry about that. Crypto's 80, look. Crypto's 80. He wasn't born in 80, he's 80. I think he's the oldest, doesn't he? Maybe, I don't know. If Bob was still on, he's he must be at least 45. Joking. I don't know if Bob's still on, but no, Bob must be getting into late 50s, isn't he? Slingshot or is 80, he just don't admit it. I'm joking, Victor. I know when he was born. He was born in 1980. You're an 80s child like me. So you are a bit old. You're a bit more older than me. I thought you was probably 45, Samurai. You're not that much older than me. But yeah, but you say you're 9 years older than me then, yeah. Looking good on it, mate. Looking good on it. You wouldn't have thought. Although, what would you be? 50, what's that, 51? Or am I wrong there? Or 49. I'm getting fucking, I can't add up now. But, yeah. Dan is 12 years old. Dan is 12. No, you're, and you about 19 or something, Dan? 19, Dan. As far as I remember. Or you're 21. I can't remember. Jordan. Oh, Jordan said I'm 28 on Thursday. Here you go, Jordan.
Happy birthday.
Congratulations, it's your birthday. It's time for lots of fun. So roll this card up nice and tight and stick it up your bum.
Happy birthday!
Oh, I can't wait to get in that Wendy house. It's nice and cool. Who says I want a fucking loot? Yeah, R.I.P. Rick Manley. He was great. He was. Aye, 23. I can't remember. Dan. 12. No. You know what? It might make you laugh. But at one point, we had a regular on here called Freddie, who was a fucking 11. And he would be on these fucking live streams all night long. And I used to think to myself, fucking hell. I hope to God his fucking parents know or don't know he's on here. You know what I mean? Willie said, you know you're old when your kids a teen arsehole like I was. Well, I'm technically old enough to be, you know, a granddad. I could be a granddad. I ain't got no kids though. My dad said Willie, mine is going to be 30 in a few years. But yeah, I'm old enough to have. I could have grandkids easily. Yeah, you know, 40 can have grandkids, even if you want having them too early. Even if you was having them when you was 20. That mean. Who's coming on later, just so I know anyway? Or coming on, you Metallic? Do you reckon you come on later when it's quiet? I don't know what you know if you was tonight or not. Dad said I probably am the oldest on here. Oh, what a fucking job! There's 24 people watching though, not 24 people commenting, so there might be, you know. You know, there might be. Dawn said, I have a 12-year-old, a 9-year-old, and 6-year-old, and I'm 27. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Tactical says, since I got a spanner bast, obviously, I'm doing a rival stream same time. I'm definitely poaching all those viewers, mate. Taking advantage of my 36,000 subs here. I'm going to get them to come over to yours. I'm going to get them to report your stream. I'm joking. I would never do that to anyone, let alone Tactical. Dad said, I doubt it tonight. I'll see how I feel. I'd have to get dressed and brush my hair, and I've had a recovery day. Now, that's fair enough, mate. That's what made me ask. I wasn't sure. Rich, you fucker. And he said, sorry, Mike, I'm your Tactical stream. All right, fuck you then. I'll just spend it with my good mate Slingshot Warrior Crypto. All right, we'll drink some Guinness without you. I can handle that. Fuckers. Fucking fuckers. Fucking disgraceful, man.
You think this is a fucking joke? This ain't Kenny Camera. There's no hidden cameras. I'm being absolutely straight with you. A fucking joke?
Definitely coming over there reporting that stream. Oh, God. I've got all my videos uploaded. Do I need to send them to your email? I'm not sure. Right. Cornish Bowl, let me open your channel up quickly. And I'll tell you what to do. All right, yeah. They're uploaded unlisted, are they? Right. So go on to the video, get the link, and then send me them in an email. And that's it. And then I'll download it. You don't have to worry about nothing else. Reese, no, those on there are crossbows. They're real crossbows, you know. The stuff up there is really there, but a lot of the time, I'm too pissed to explain. Someone explain to Reese why there's a banner up there, but the stuff behind it is really there. It's because YouTube don't like you showing guns on live streams. So I covered them up with a picture of themselves so that they can't stop me live streaming. My absolutely favourite thing in the world, though, is when the anti-gun dickheads come on and start going, I'm going to report you for having guns on stream. And I go over to there and I poke that and show them it's a cloth. And then they just shut their mouths then and fuck off. Well, actually, they don't. They normally get blocked before they do fuck off. But, yeah. Dad said he is going to watch Tactical stream as well. Slingshot, we're going to have to do like something where we go and... go over to Tactical's live stream and just start reporting it and just thumbing it down. And no, let's just go in there and abuse him. Yeah, no, there's weird rules on live streaming now. You got to be careful with guns on them. No, I'm not ex-military. No. Thank you, Dawn. It works though. Samurai said, anyone besides me tried Iron Maiden Ale or Lager, whatever it is? No, I never have. Metallic said there's an awful lot of sarcasm on here tonight. I think you're right. I think you are right.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son? Just one of my least favourite things that happens to be sarcasm.
Thank you for reminding me that video existed, Metallic. That's one of my favourites, that is. Tastes like this sound. Mother said, I wanted to kill someone at the gym today. I wanted to help someone, and he started talking shit to me. That's weird, isn't it? That's, yeah, just trying to help someone, and they're fucking weirdos. That was just finally, yeah, someone got it. No, I was taking all this seriously all night. No, not Viv with his hands up. Yeah, that's a good clip, that.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son? Just one of my least favourite things that happens to be sarcasm.
Let's name who would be the characters. Who would be the characters in the young ones? Obviously, I would have to be Mike. I'm the same height as him, and I've got the same name. So I'd be Mike from the young ones. You know, I'd have to be, even though I don't look nothing like him. Definitely the same height, same name. So who in this would be Vivian, Rick, and Neil? And do you know what? I could pass for Alexi Sale though. Maybe I'd have to be but yeah, not for looks. I don't look nothing like Mike, but that's it. You know, he'd obviously be Prick. Samurai said he'd be Neil. Metallic said she'd be Neil. I'm a trippy loving. I nearly said trippy loving hippie then. Oh God. My stream once got taken down for flashing things that look like fires. Exactly, Crypto. I often mention yours as the, you know, one of the things where you have to be careful with it, don't you? Honest Bob said I'd be Viv because I'm a psycho. Yeah, I could definitely pass for one of the Bolofskis, but I think I'd have to be Mike because I'm the same height and I've got the same name.
Are you being sarcastic or something, my son? Just one of my least favourite things that happens to be sarcasm.
Persia is going to be SPG, Special Patrol Group. Yeah, who's going to be the carrot? Crypto. Crypto's going to be the carrot. Rich said Metallic. Oh, Mike's done that on a few Wendy House streams. Had a proper plumber's crack going on. What did she say? I'm sure it wasn't an ass crack. Oh God. Dan would be the fifth housemate. He's there, but no one can see him. Yeah, good idea. Yes, exactly. Yeah, did you look into all that in the end? That's fascinating. That I've watched. Once you see that character, it fucking freaks you out. I think because I'd watched Young Ones hundreds of times and never noticed that character. Amazing. Oh God. You know what? I nearly didn't feel like drinking tonight, but now it's going down. It's highly, highly, highly pleasant. That's not bad, you know. All that is, what this is, it's just water with a tiny little bit of lemon juice in it that makes it, you know, like, and as I said, like proper lemon juice. Tactical said, yeah, I really had to twist your arm last night, didn't I? Persia said, I've had 2 beers and some oregano. Who is coming on tonight anyway? No one replied. I know Tactical's doing his own. No, Tactical, you're going to come on, ain't you? Crypto's coming on. Rich. Yeah, should be good tonight. Samurai said, I forgot about the 2 policemen, yes. Yeah. Those 2, yeah, I told you about them, didn't I? Them 2 in the UK, they actually do a double act, them 2. Rich, I don't feel like drinking. Who are you? And what have you done with Mike? That said, perhaps everyone's bored to death of my BS.
What, are you retarded?
Of course not. I love you. Persia, go on, Persia. Pop on for a bit. Go on. Especially if we're having bloody Crypto getting drunk, mate. This is gonna be a special one tonight. So I'm gonna be so drunk I ain't gonna remember it. That's a shame. Metallic, I had to put them all on my hard drive when I went for my op. And then my tablet refused to acknowledge them. Oh, hang on. No, I think I'm missing somebody. That's right. Metallic said, you need the clip. It's a funny old game. What? Chess. I'll look at it like this. Remind me about that in an email, and I'll get that one, and I'll get the other one. The other ones they do. There's the dog, and the dog one, the chess one. I don't know if the dog one's the same thing, but you know, there's a couple of them, isn't there? Though, yeah. I have, yes. This was nearly me earlier, yes.
Don't worry. If I feel the urge to sober up, I'll just talk to my sponsor. Drink or I'll die.
Yeah. Oh, it's a funny old game. What chess? I look at it like this. Hurt my neck then, Metallic. Oh, God. I forgot I had a bad neck. Yeah, I see the booze. Oh, Barney's. One of my favourite quote of Barney's, though. My two favourite quotes from The Simpsons, which I haven't got. One, because I've been a recovering alcoholic, so I know how it feels, and it's fucking true, but it's not true. I think only an alcoholic or someone who's been a really heavy drinker can understand what Barney is saying when he says what I'm about to tell you. So let me tell you the first one. The first one is when Homer says, he says, it's either beer or alcohol. I'm going to say alcohol. He says, alcohol, the solution to and cause of all of life's problems. That is true. But the other one is there's a bit where Barney gives up drinking. And this actually made me, like, I can get easily emotional. If something's funny, if something's sad, if something's happy, it give me tears. You know, I'll always admit that. This made me get a little bit teary because I understood it so profoundly in a weird way. So there's a bit where Homer needs to rescue Lisa and Bart from a mountain that's on fire. And he needs Barney to help him because Barney can fly a helicopter. And he goes to Barney, you got to help me. Barney says, I can't help you because, like all recovering alcoholics, I'm a coward now. And because that's not actually true, but it's because if you compare the shit that Barney used to do, it was completely mental. He used to do stuff that was absolutely mad. But now he's sort of normal. He appears like a coward because he's normal. And yeah, that got me a little bit because I thought it's actually true, but it's not true. Barney's not a coward. But if you look at him compared to all of the mad shit he did, he looks like a coward, but he's not. Yeah. But that actually gave me a little tear in my eye. Yeah. He said, no, I can't help you. I like all the recovering alcoholics. I'm a coward now. Yeah, and it's just, yeah. Because it's not true, but it is true. Someone said the sober Barney was a great episode. Yeah. But I understood that on a different sort of level. You know what I mean? Because I know what it's like to be an alkie and be known for doing loads of mental shit. And then when you give up drinking, you don't want to go out the ass. Do you know what I mean? But it doesn't mean you're a coward. It just means you're sort of normal now. That's all it is. It just means you're back to normal. I saw Crypto saying, can we talk about female? I don't know. It depends who's watching. But yeah, all right, we'll wait for a bit, Crypto. Metallic, you may need to come on and shut this shit down. Come on off camera. Shut the conversation down. When we start this. Barney Gumble is a lovable town drunk. Yeah, he is. Yes. But as I said, my favourite Simpsons quote is when Milhouse says, "This is where I come to cry." I said that a lot when I'm in the office at work. But I said, a walking, talking, real life, living doll. Yeah, I bet he wouldn't even get that. This is the wrong show, but same, one of the right people.
Bit of a fuck up, really, isn't it?
Oh, God. Crypto, you're allowed to talk about sex robots once you've had 2 cans of Guinness, all right? Once you're 2 cans in, I'll allow you to talk about that. All right? But don't say if Slingshot World gets dodgy, me being audible is probably not wise. No, that's what I want you. Come on. Just come on, off camera. Tactical also love this channel, absolutely random topics. These are the ones I love, Tactical, when it's all the weird shit. I love all the weird shit. That's another blow up doll once. Even she hated me. I thought that said shattered me or shattered me. Even she hated me. I bit her ass and she farted in my face. Cameron said, "Oh yeah, you going to check out the Boondocks with Uncle Ruckus, the 2 little black kids." That I watched that when I was absolutely fucked out of my face, Samurai Bird, and that was amazing. Fucking, I couldn't stop laughing. Yeah, I will check that out properly one day. Oh my god, I've never seen anything like that. I know that was the highlight. It's like the worst bits. Amazing. The closest I've ever seen to that is some of Samuel L. Jackson's characters in not Pulp Fiction, in Quentin Tarantino films. Richard, Mike, I think you're going to need more drink for the topics that would come up. Virgil said, I had a terrorist sex doll. It blew itself up. Fuck's sake. Dan said, I had a sex doll. It was so realistic. It caught the clap from it. I caught the clap from it. Fuck's sake. Right. In about a minute, I'm going off. But I'm coming back on. Crypto said, Mike's robot would be a little East Asian. Nah, if it came to that, now I think it would be, I told you. I was trying to make him laugh the other day. I told him what I would have. It would be about 4 foot tall, and it would have breasts so big it wouldn't even be able to stand up. That's a joke, by the way. But I could just picture that. You imagine a sex doll that was really short and had breasts so big that it couldn't even stand up anymore. Which, if I'm talking about short, it's got to be about 3 foot tall then. Fuck's sake. Look what you're bringing me down to. I know. I'm even doing, it's not innuendos, but I'm belittling myself. I'm doing it even more now without even meaning to. Yeah. Yes. Belittling myself. Just describe Dolly Parton. There you go. Basically a hobbit. Don't you lot start. I'm allowed to do it, not you. Fuck's sake. Nah, I'm all right. I can live with it. I can easily duck under these insults. Fuck's sake, wouldn't even need to duck. Right. I'm just sorting out my room quickly. Right, take my phone, take the ice, take this shit. Metallic said the witch from the Dark Crystal is my family. No, that was a joke. Oh, fuck's sake, Metallic. That's not my type. That is not my type. That was just a joke. Not my type. Fucking midgets with giant breasts is not my thing. That was just a joke. Fuck's sake. Persia, I think they just go right over you. And they do. Nice one, Persia. Nice one. Have I got a video for yeah, that was good. I haven't, have I? All my things are insults. I've just realised that. I've got no videos for saying good on you, mate.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
I'm going off any second now, by the way, but I'll come back on. So just wait and I'll be back on a different channel. Not on a different channel, same channel. New live streams. Oh, Rich said, I had a sex doll once. I used to hide it when my guests were over. I could tell the sex doll was mad. She wouldn't even speak to me. Virgin said, can we discuss pronouns like Michael Jackson? He. You know that. Darren said, I'll send a link later. They do a scene from Pulp Fiction when he says, what ain't no country I've ever heard. Oh, nice. That'd be excellent. Oh, God. Dad said, once a workmate got divorced, we were going to get him one of those realistic sex dolls. Fuck that. Bloody expensive things. We got him a blow up sheep instead. Oh, God. Tactical said, knowing Mike's luck, he'll end up with one of those fembots from Austin Powers trying to kill him. Fucking imagine. Oh, God. Right, let's call it a night for this stream. So if you're watching, this isn't the end of the night. I'm going to stop this stream. I'm going to set up outside. So I'll be back in a bit, all right? And then people can come on and join. But Crypto's not allowed to talk about, unless someone else brings it up, Crypto, then I've got no choice. But you fuckers listen to this. We're not allowed to talk about sex fucking bots, dolls, whatever the fuck, until he's had 2 cans of Guinness, all right? But we're out, yeah, whatever. Anyway, see you soon. See you in a bit. Right. Yes. See you in a bit. Right, good night. See you in about 15 minutes, maybe less.